Christophonics, thank you so much for the 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Thank you so much. It's happening.
Could you state your name?
Astrid Johansen.
Okay. First question. Did you kill your son?
I did everything correctly.
Volume low, I can turn it up.
Exactly as I was taught. Every word, every cut.
Is that a little better?
But what I saw, it was something new, something we don't understand.
Even Radcliffe himself was frightened by the things he saw. But while others saw a monster, he saw salvation.
And I think it's safe to say, most in this town would celebrate one less Johansen. You've seen him, haven't you, Rachel? Visions. Harbingers.
The kicking the soccer ball is still all fucked up. I love how all the animation mistakes are still in the final version.
I didn't kill my son.
You don't have that in you.
They won't change it. I think it's too late. I mean, they've probably already pre-made everything you're going to watch over the next 6 months. And they just kind of give you the illusion that you're voting on it to make money off of you.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the
Set off the fog machines
Ascension pre-show. Of course, I am Tim Geddes, and I'm joined by the master of hype, Snowbike Mike. Mike, how you doing?
Happy Halloween, my dude. I'm doing so well.
Does anyone know who these two nerds
We're here in
are?
the spare bedroom for a special premiere event, and it's just so spooky for the spooky season.
Happy Halloween to you as well. I'm really excited about this, and I hope all of you are as well. We're just about an hour away.
Y'all like Candy Crush?
From the Silent Hill Ascension series premiere.
Who's ready for
live
slider
in-app
puzzles?
at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. What you think about that, Mike?
Best part is we're here all together. We're going to be with them the whole way leading up to the big premiere. And of course, we got exclusive interviews with the team behind Silent Hill Ascension.
Oh, shit.
What the heck this is all about.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. And remember,
I'm ready to
this
take
is your
notes.
chance to make the canon of Silent Hill. So join now to register a free account. You can create your character and make the first crucial Silent Hill Ascension decision. You can experience it for free now on the App Store. You can get it on Google Play.
Thank you for the 80 months.
On Ascension.com.
Thank you so much, Sander. Miss you, love you.
ASCENSION.com. If you want to watch this show in another language, well, guess what? You can get our caption options on the YouTube VOD right after this live stream ends.
Make sure to
So
jump
you
into
can't watch
Silent
it live
Hill, 'cause I've already
if you
created
speak
my character.
anything
I'm
other than
ready for
English.
tonight, and I cannot wait to
But you
rock
can
with
turn
all
on
of you.
subtitles
But
after it's
first,
over.
Let's make sure to get
Hell yeah.
ourselves settled in, get ready for the awesomeness. So ladies and gentlemen, let us kick it over to Kinda Funny's Greg Miller, who had a chance to sit down with CEO of GenVid, Jacob Navoke.
Jacob.
As I live and breathe, Jacob Navoke. How are you, sir?
Good, very good. Excited to be here.
You should be excited. Less than an hour until it's finally out there.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween indeed, of course. I'm so happy to be here with
I
you
will say
because I
props
got
to Jacob.
Host the Comic-Con panel.
Every
start my
question
journey,
that I
but you've
asked
been on
him
this
on
journey so
Twitter,
much longer.
he responded to.
If I ask you how long you've been working on Silent Hill Ascension, what is the answer? Where do you
For
start?
better or
The answer is
worse,
somewhat complex because on the one hand, I could say, well, on this specific project,
I
we
will
started
say
working
Jacob is at least doing his best to
not 10
like
years ago, but the reality
answer
is about
questions
15
and
Good Lord. That's
help
Gen Vid?
people
That's the
understand.
idea.
No,
Where are we at?
It started when I was at Square Enix. It moved to when I ran Shinra, which was their streaming
like
subsidiary, and
he
that
seems
whole
like a good
team,
dude.
You know, followed me to
Who
Gen Vid.
unfortunately
We've been together for close to a decade and a half working on these projects.
And here we
Is
are,
working on this.
less than an hour. Everyone, go download the app, get registered, get ready. We're going out there soon. I know we have a great video about to explain everything on how this works.
Yes.
But I have also loved that since my
He seems like one of us for sure. He's also fluent in Japanese because I saw him discussing on a Japanese YouTube Silent Hill interview.
Not much is known, and I'm like, no, a lot's known actually. We did a whole pan. What is the explanation when somebody's like, oh,
and he was talking with the Japanese devs,
interactive series where the
and
together
stuff like that, and like
on what
speaking
inside of the canon of Silent Hill.
Japanese
Those are the
himself.
exact words that we've been using up until now, but we keep getting it. What does that? What does that mean?
How am I making these decisions?
How am I making these decisions? And well, the answer is
He's acknowledging how confusing it is.
You're going to see more inside of the essentials, but the app is open, right? You're going to start to see those first choices. You're going to start to see those first.
Why do I feel like they're stalling?
The important thing is,
well,
it's very different from
it's it's 7:30. The pre-show starts now. The actual episode doesn't start until 9.
You know, you could just go
so I mean,
play it at your own time.
They have an hour and a half to kill. It's not like they need to stall for anything.
Some of those branches were fun, and some of those branches were less interesting, but everything was valid.
Is kill every character an option?
Okay, here it's not.
If
no
choices actually mattered,
is what they
yes,
do will actually decide the fates
but
of
they
these
don't.
characters in canon. This is it. They have one chance to make every character survive to the end. I don't think that they'll pull it off.
I wonder if the devs bought the first choice. 100% yes.
I'd be very surprised. I challenge you to try to make every character live to the end of the series.
No,
it won't happen.
A bold claim.
Yes.
But again, how does it work? I'm kidding. You brought with you the Essentials video. This is the primer for everyone who's getting ready to dive in here in less than an hour. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look.
Okay, so this is the primer video that has already been on the app. We get to watch it again for everyone who just got here and hasn't seen this.
Is a thrilling,
here's your explanation.
Interactive series where you,
here's how it
along
works.
with the rest of the community, will impact the canon of Silent Hill. It's free to experience. Install now from the App Store and Google Play for mobile devices or on a PC at Ascension.com. Silent Hill Ascension follows characters from locations around the world tormented by new and terrifying Silent Hill monsters. Lurking in the shadows, these monsters threaten to consume people and their children as they're drawn into the darkness by both recent murders and long-suppressed guilt and fears. Who lives? Who dies? You decide.
Is it free? Technically,
your hands, and even the creators
you can watch and participate without spending any money.
It's easy to begin and become a part of the Silent Hill Ascension
like
experience.
out of
get started by catching up on the
like maybe
episodes.
8 possible puzzles that you can do
over the course of months with the
you have access to like 2 of them if you don't spend any money on a season pass.
6 p.m. Pacific time,
so you're severely limited
have the opportunity to make decisions
if you don't spend any money
that affect the story. Each day features new decisions and
it's extremely predatory.
During live streams, you'll see the outcome of your decisions and be able to chat with the community.
It's very microtransaction-y and very predatory.
You'll use influence points or IP to participate. The more IP you have, the more sway you'll have for the decisions you care about. You can also rally others to your decisions. Once a decision is made, it is canon. There's no reset button. Every day has a different, difficult decision. Come back daily, make your voice heard to drive those canon decisions and earn valuable rewards. Importantly, you don't have to be there live. All decisions are available at least 24 hours in advance, and every scene is available to watch on demand after the live stream. Every live stream concludes with a sequence where you and the entire audience must help a main character endure through real danger. You won't want to miss these live moments because if a character fails enough in them, they may not survive future encounters, leading to their permanent death in the story. These endurance scenes are one of the best places to earn large amounts of influence points.
Control freak?
You can also solve puzzles to get IP. Each day there are new puzzles to solve, and some will unlock lore or other bonuses. Decisions, endurance scenes, and
hopefully
puzzles
the
all
audio is a little bit better.
whether characters will face redemption,
let me know, I'll try and
or
tweak things.
damnation in Silent Hill Ascension's finale. Additionally, characters may lose hope if they fail too many times in a shared delusion. A character's hope needs to be high enough for them to survive a crucial story moment. If the audience fails too many delusions, you can increase hope by solving certain puzzles that restore characters' mental states.
Yep.
You can also be part of the show.
So
Each day,
you need
you
to spend
and other
money
audience members
in order
can
to get
enter a cameo
access to those
contest to have parts
puzzles
in the series.
that affect
Influence points
certain
are how you get into the
characters' hope.
contest. You
So
have
they
the ability to
don't
customize how you will
mention that
appear in the
part.
show using the character creator, and you will be permanently in the story of Silent Hill Ascension seen by millions. Your character is also your representation to the rest of the community in chat and leaderboards. Each decision connects to a moment in the series. You can collect all moments in the series by participating in the decision and watching the result. And if you have the most impact on the decision, you'll collect a gold moment and be the only person in the world who has it. You can also see other parts of your collection like achievements, lore, and unlocked items through your user profile.
Lore.
Customize your experience with the Silent Hill Ascension Season Pass, which unlocks exclusive puzzles, character, and profile customization options. Season passes are the best way to gain IP to be part of the show, but you can access all the key features for free. Which characters survive or don't is in your hands. Face your trauma together and join millions of fans live to shape the canon of Silent Hill forever.
Yeah, it's NFTs with extra steps.
You did a good job with that video. I think it explains it, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Well.
It explains it very well. You should have shown it a fucking year ago.
I mean, I have so many questions for it. And I think one of the things I found interesting doing the Comic-Con panel, because you called
That's
me out
what
in
you
front
should
of
have
thousands of
shown during
people,
the transmission.
was that anytime someone says,
A year
blah, blah,
ago.
blah, the game, you stop them. That is a hard stop from Jacob. Why are you so hung up on not calling this a game?
What I don't want to do is give people the wrong impression of what the experience is. Because it looks like a video game, right? It's using video game level graphics. We're rendering in an Unreal Engine. It's developed by Behavior Interactive, who did Dead by Daylight. Of course. So your initial impression is
Behavior.
like a game. And so, you know, I worked for Yoichi Wada, who's the CEO of Square Enix for a long part of his career. And he told me a number of pieces of advice, but one that I always remembered was consumer expectations are the most expensive thing you can sell. And so setting those expectations appropriately are incredibly important, because if you think it's a game, you're going to come in with a very different set of what you believe the product to be. And what's important for me is
I saw that too, Newman. I think it's just a bug.
Run is running once, but the choices that you make will live on.
I think it's literally
forever.
people's
What do I mean by
votes
this? Well,
just
you saw
being
our announcement with Sony Pictures
rolled
4,
back
where episodes are
the
going
same
to be
way, like
streaming
character
each
customization.
week
Character
to
customization
PlayStation
kept getting
members and
reset.
Bravia TVs. We're also going to be putting streams on TikTok. You're going to be able to watch episodes
TikTok.
on YouTube, other places, and of course inside of our app. But, you know, 20, 30 years from now, you're going to still be able to watch this as a TV show.
Sure.
But you're not going to be able to change the canon.
Yeah.
You can watch the other branches. We'll make that content eventually available.
Love that, by the way.
But every day you participate
Love
in
that.
Silent Hill Ascension, you are
I love
making
it, by the way.
history. When you make a choice for what happens to this character, when you help them survive, that's going to be what people see.
Or when you don't.
Or when you don't.
Or when they don't
Or
make
when you
it.
don't.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But the notion that the audience is collectively deciding the canon of a television series, a scripted, big budget.
This is not a
small
dream.
budget.
Yeah.
Television.
You can
happening
see
to
it.
this
You can see it when you
place?
watch the clip.
Yeah.
Drive.
I don't think it's
Big
ever
budget.
been done before. in
All those fucked up
And so
animations.
saying that, I think obviously springs forth a
Character
podcast all of
models
its own.
snapping
But what I jumped to
unrealistically
was,
around
when
and
you walk
clipping into shit.
I love how much you're into all this.
Dave, thank you for the
When you walk in
raid.
and explain this to Konami.
Welcome to Ascension. Ascend with us.
Like,
Blood.
why do they say, "Oh yeah"?
Thank you for
okay,
the
'cause
74
again,
months, the
this
tier
is
3.
like the
Much
first
love, man. Hope
Silent
you're doing
Hill
well.
thing in like a decade,
Yeah.
right? And you're talking about
Yeah, first new
we don't know
Silent
how
Hill
it's
thing in a
gonna go. We
decade.
don't know where I mean, we know where it could possibly go. We know all these different things,
And
but
no one knows
the
what the
audience
fuck it is.
choosing that. Like that has to be terrifying for them, no?
I think that they were more excited by it than terrified on it.
Okay.
And here's the point. We all understand that the media landscape is changing. My son is 6, and when he first encountered entertainment, it was through the phone and YouTube, and he could touch it and it would scroll to the next video. And so he would go to the television.
So this
when he
is
was
Silent
2 or 3,
Hill
you'll
for
see it with your kid
6-year-old
pretty soon.
Yeah.
And he would touch
phone
the TV, and he
children?
was disappointed that it didn't react to him.
Tablet
I have
babies.
all my TVs mounted far away from my kids' sticky fingers. Don't worry.
Mine didn't. I was in a very small apartment in Manhattan.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh,
Yeah.
boo-hoo, you're in your amazing Manhattan apartment.
No, but I didn't have all the wide space that you probably
Sure,
have here
sure.
in California. So, we have a TV right in front of him. He can walk up to it, touch it, doesn't respond, and he's sad, right? Like advertisements frustrated him too.
That I definitely know.
Yeah,
that I definitely know. Yeah.
Right? So you have to get YouTube Premium.
Yeah,
so that
we're
you
watching
don't-
Go Buster and an ad pops up. It's a problem.
Yes,
It's a problem.
exactly. But he
No way you're
expected
fucking slamming
interaction. He
YouTube Premium
demanded
right now.
interaction, and he's only 6.
While you're
Think about
charging
the kids who are growing up
money
these
for
days with
points
Minecraft and Roblox
that
and
don't even
Fortnite and
matter.
what the entertainment landscape looks for them. I have many friends whose children, their social circles and their social network are through these game products.
For sure.
That's where they meet. When we were kids, it was AOL Instant Messenger and IRC, right?
Yeah.
And these days it's switched to game products. And so the future of how people socialize and meet are going to be through these kind of channels. More people watch games on Twitch these days than play many of the
That's
games
us.
that they're watching.
For sure.
This is just the way that the media landscape has evolved for people in their teens and their 20s.
Yeah, people
And
don't play
I don't
games
wanna
anymore.
speak
They just watch them on
specifically
Twitch.
behalf of Konami, but what I could say excited them a lot was seeing our previous titles. We did Rival Peak, we did Pac-Man Community, we did Walking Dead, and we saw massive numbers of audiences from around the world playing on mobile phones, playing on browser, and a lot of people in that core 13 to 24 demographic that, people want to target. How do you build that next generation?
There you go, 13
of
to
Silent Hill
24-year-olds.
fan, right?
Especially after this much time off, and especially as
This is for you.
much as Silent Hill projects are in the works right now.
There was this amazing Facebook comment that we saw.
This is
when
not
the
for my
initial
old ass.
transmission happened. The Silent Hill transmission happened a year ago.
Sure.
This is not for my
And
old decrepit
There was
ass.
somebody who wrote, of the titles that I saw, Silent Hill 2 Remake and Silent Hill F excited me the most.
Oh my God, he
but
mentioned other
my
things.
My son, who's 13, was the most excited by Ascension because it spoke their language. We put very intentional language signals there. It looks like Discord.
He said Silent Hill
happening
F.
on side of it. We talked about Twitch and we talked about watching this content. And we've seen, even in the pre-registrations for our titles right now, massive audiences pre-installing Silent Hill Ascension, especially in Latin America, that surprised us. We got so many pre-installs in Brazil that last week I immediately ordered
Brazil
translation
mentioned.
into Portuguese, which wasn't a language that we supported.
That's awesome.
And where are they going to be participating?
To be
On
fair,
their
there
Android phones,
there is
on
like
their
a
Apple
huge,
iPhones? This is where
huge
these
Silent Hill
generations are playing
fandom
and
in
participating
Brazil.
games. And so the hope is, the goal is that they learn about this and then they become also people who purchase and become fans of the series on PlayStation 5.
Sure,
for
sure,
Remake F in the future. And Okamoto-san, who's the producer of the Silent Hill franchise, was with me on an IGN stream at Tokyo Game Show a couple weeks ago, and he outright said this. He said, we were so excited that we would be able to start bringing this franchise to people on Android and other devices worldwide and get them to learn about Silent Hill perhaps for the first time. And it's free to play, it's free to enter. You can just sign up right now and be able to participate without having to be really good at a video game.
Sure. You can just engage with it as a streaming series.
Correct, exactly.
Wow.
For you, on the flip side, why did Silent Hill as an IP then make sense for an interactive streaming series?
And what was great about the Silent Hill franchise was that watching that on Twitch was really entertaining. Right? Watching people participate and play in that was exciting. There were movies. They had explored the world. They had explored that franchise. They had brought it beyond Silent Hill 1 and 2, and they had gone even deeper in Origins and Homecoming into the history of this. And we got excited when we thought, there is an entire lore here that you can explore. But you'll notice, right, we, in our announcements and in the trailer, we said we're setting the story to start in 2 places, in Pennsylvania and in Norway. That's not Silent Hill.
I was gonna say, one
Okay.
of my favorite
You're
comments
at least-
I think I saw yesterday in response to one of the tweets I put out was like, "Whoa, how can it be a Silent Hill game if it's not happening in Silent Hill?"
Well,
They're
first
making
off,
fun of
it's
me, you
not a
guys.
Silent Hill game, right?
Hey, I quoted the tweet. I'm just saying what the tweet said.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But
They're calling me
you
out.
saw the trailer for Silent Hill F, right?
Yeah.
Does that look like Japan, or does that look like Silent Hill? In other words, Konami themselves have already moved past that town in the franchise, and you can see that
Sure.
in where the future installments go. And in order for us to move away from retelling the same stories. We needed to be able to move past kind of the specific lore of the town and explore the nature of the phenomenons that you're seeing. And, you know, the other people who will be speaking today will hit this
Is
point.
this the new Todd Howard of Silent Hill? Jacob is the CEO of GenVid.
Several times.
So
And
specifically just Ascension.
We're at the start of things going bad in Silent Hill Ascension, right? Like you play a Silent Hill game and you
as
walk
far as
into,
like Silent Hill overall as a franchise,
blood on the floor,
the
body
current
part,
main
you know, you're picking
director,
up that note,
producer,
something
whatever
bad,
is Matoyo Okamoto.
right? It's happened by the time James gets there. It's happened by the time you're participating in those games. That's not the case here. We're at the beginning. We're at the start of everything going wrong, and how it goes wrong, what happens as it's going wrong, you decide.
You decide.
One of the things I find
with your wallet
interesting, especially for this being my introduction and my first GenVid interactive streaming experience, is the fact that this is daily, right?
Yep.
Like you get 24 hours to consume the episode, make choices, have it all play out that way before the next thing happens.
It's daily, every day for months.
You decide on that cadence? How long is an episode every night, day, whenever somebody's watching it, because they can watch it when they want to? Because I would think that drip feed sure is great, but then how do you maintain attention spans?
Everything is a series of balances, and we may not have this balance right yet, but we started, before I answer directly on Ascension, let's talk about kind of the lessons that we've learned so far.
Please.
When we did Rival Peak and when we did Walking Dead, everything was 24/7. The streams were up 24/7. The puzzles were available 24/7. The decisions were available 24/7. And what we found was that the puzzles and the decisions being available 24/7 was great for audiences to interact when they wanted to. But the problem with the stream being active 24/7 was that if everything is interesting content, nothing is interesting content.
Sure.
Which is to say, I'm going to use an example from one of our upcoming series rather than Ascension, so DC Heroes United. But like, if you could watch Clark Kent 24/7, and you probably would, but most people wouldn't.
God, I would. I'm a freak.
Most people wouldn't.
What the fuck?
So he's spending what, 8 hours at his job banging out articles?
Yeah.
You want to
This
watch
guy
that?
really likes Superman.
I have a
Maybe
journalist
you.
degree. Yeah, I know most people wouldn't.
Most people wouldn't, right? And so like you run into this problem. And so we started when we were beginning to build Ascension with the same philosophy that we had on our previous titles of 24/7 always available streaming. And within months, we came to the conclusion you can't make horror interesting on a 24/7.
That's a great point too.
It's either just jump scares all the time where
Can't
if
make horror
everything's a jump
interesting.
scare, nothing is scary.
Yep.
Or it's really
If it's up 24/7,
like we had
if you could just
scene,
access
and
horror at any
tell the
time,
story and
like I don't know,
makes my devs embarrassed
24/7 at any
anyway.
point, I could just
But we had the scene
turn on my
where
game
we
console
had a
and
kid
pop in a horror
sitting in the
game.
kitchen.
That would never work.
I think it was the test version of Carl, who's the farmer in Norway.
Sure.
And he gets up and he opens up a fridge and he looks inside and he sees some meat. He closes the door. He goes. He sits down. Gets up. Opens the door. Looks at some meat. Does this 5 times. And I remember our Cinemax director going, "It's Lynchian horror." And I go, "No, it's really stupid and boring. It's not interesting. We can't fill 24/7 horror that way." So
Yeah.
one of the first changes we made for
It's
all of the upcoming
Lynchian
series,
horror.
whether it's Borderlands,
David
whether
Lynch
it's Ascension,
referenced.
whether it's DC Heroes United, was that we were going to concentrate the streams on only the story that we wanted to tell.
Got it.
And once we made that decision, what we came to was we have to change the way in which we're doing storytelling. Now, many people can write stories, right? There are a lot of writers out there. There are incredible horror writers out there. Very few people in the world are skilled at narrative design, which is a very different set of skills, choice making.
Sure.
And you'll have Martin on
That's
later,
fair. That's
right?
fair.
But
Like a good
you're gonna
horror
have
author
Stefan,
wouldn't
who
necessarily
is our chief
write
creative
a
officer.
good
You're gonna have
horror
Martin,
game.
who's the creative director on
Because
this project.
games,
You're gonna
you do have to
Xiao Ling,
approach
who's our director of production. All of
games
them are
and
excellent.
interactive media in like a different way. I get what he's kind of going at, but
Well, it turns out that very few people in the world are good at narrative design, and you need people who understand how to make compelling choices and not just write an interesting story. And so our lead writer, Shannon,
But this is also a little
who isn't here today, but was in our
long-winded.
behind-the-scenes video, is also ex-Telltale. Many of the writing team come from that. And so, when we decided to move away from 24/7, just like constant.
Yeah, the lead
and we decided
writer
to move into
was one of the main writers for
storytelling,
Telltale's
like
Walking
movie-style
Dead
storytelling,
and the Telltale Batman
television-style
game.
Storytelling. We made a decision to bring on a narrative design team and choices that was very different than the kind of 24/7 work that we were doing before. But what we kept was, because again, we had the data here. We knew that this loop worked. We kept the puzzles and we kept the daily choices that we'd been doing in Rival Peak because we knew that people liked this. And again, why? Because if you tried to concentrate
After
it,
season one,
like,
later
weekly
seasons.
cadence, right? You have the opposite problem of the 24/7, which is you lose people in making them only come on Fridays, right?
Sure.
The fact that we now have daily content allows for you to more flexibly be part of, say, 4/5 of the content that week, rather than miss all of it if the timing just didn't work out for you.
Yeah.
Now, you saw this in the Essentials video, but every day that you log in, there are different puzzles. And these puzzles are the traditional type of puzzles that you would see in a survival horror game. So there's like
We played all these earlier. We're going to play them again after the episode airs.
There's a code breaker with the foundation symbols.
We got fuses in there. Fuses are a classic.
We
one,
do
right?
have
Yeah,
fuses.
of course you do. Of course
we
you
do. We've got fuses. And they're split into two different types of puzzles. So the first set of puzzles are in what we call the Arcane Library, which is a tab you'll see in the app. And inside of the Arcane Library are just your daily kind of puzzles. And by solving the puzzles, you'll earn influence points, which is how you'll make choices. And you'll also be able to level up.
Thank you,
your
Saiso. I'm not being
personal
interesting
character
at all right now because
the
I'm just
idea
trying to
behind the
listen
personal
to what
character
he's
is you're
saying.
role playing alongside with the rest of the community. When I was working on this, I was inspired by D&D. I was inspired by, and we'll talk more about me being the evil dungeon master
Yeah,
later.
I would definitely want to talk about that.
We were inspired by D&D, but we were also inspired by how people role play in Twitch channels, how people role play inside of Grand Theft Auto, and then finally we were inspired a lot by just doing like, those kind of Rocky Horror Picture Show events where everybody comes in costume and throws toilet paper and stuff, and we wanted to build a digital version of this. So your character is really just the way in which you role play with the community, right? It's more fun. Than
It's not influencing.
Correct.
Role play with the
But you'll also be
community.
able to level up
I
your
opened up the live chat and
Those are the
immediately saw a
Arcane
fucking
Library
racial
puzzles. So
slur.
there's another set of puzzles which are called mindfulness.
Have a lot of fun role playing with that community.
These are different. So the theory behind the mindfulness puzzles is this. Every day, characters have an opportunity to lose hope. And Stefan will speak more about hope in a moment. But hope is the equivalent of our sanity system from, the Amnesia titles. And the way in which you can increase hope is every day these characters perform little activities that regain this. One plays guitar, one repairs cars, one just likes playing games on their, Game and Watch type of thing. And this will
Game and
increase
Watch.
their hope again because they're calming down after the stressful events because we're throwing them into the other world every day.
I was going to say, yeah.
And if they fail in the other world and they get killed in an other world sequence, they're kind of killed in a dreamlike state, but their hope is reduced, right? And so we have a guitar puzzle that is inside
He's
of
targeting
the
our demographic. I know, right?
mindfulness activities.
The 13
And
to
these,
24-year-old demographic he was talking about
again,
earlier.
it's
They
not
know what the
available
fuck
every
Game &
day
Watch
because
is?
Different characters change, but this is basically like Guitar Hero.
They probably
but with
just know
classic Silent
that
Hill
character
2.
from
So
Smash,
Konami
Mr. Game &
graciously
Watch.
gave us dozens of
Don't
tracks
actually know what
from
like the old
classic
original Game & Watch
Silent
things
Hill
were.
titles. And so the days that guitar is available, like Eric or another character is strumming that guitar,
Love
you're going to be able to
it.
rock out to Promise and Laura's Theme and a lot of other
my
amazing old school Silent Hill titles. And keep in mind,
Yeah,
it's
we had a
meant
lot
to
of
be
fun
very
rocking
casual.
out
So
This
earlier.
is a get in, get out experience, right? Yeah.
Right, exactly. So, very important. We are not trying to build skill-based gaming here. All of the puzzles are super casual.
That
on
guitar
purpose
game is
because
complete garbage.
if
You'll
we
see. I
built them
played
to
it
be
earlier if you want to go look at the VOD, but
right, like I'm super good.
I said I'll go through all the mini games again when this is over.
Who are the most skilled at the product would be able
choices.
Right, and that's not fair. So it's intentionally very casual. It's intentionally easy. So like the strumming is just meant to be casual strumming, right?
Sure.
The puzzles are very typical casual puzzles. Like we've got Buried Memories, which is a kind of hidden object puzzle with where you can unlock lore and collect pages. But again, like not things that you need to be skilled at so that anybody can participate in the experience, generate the points that they need to then be able to make choices. And keep in mind, you don't have to spend these points on choices that you don't care about.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Okay.
Right. So you have these influence points, and you could just save all of them up for only the character that you care about. And every choice that's appearing every day is going to affect a character's end outcome. So we're doing something that Telltale never did.
You don't have to spend points?
To you the exact fate that every choice will lead to. You saw it in the trailers, right? You saw redemption.
I thought it just automatically sucked money out of my wallet.
These are different paths that the character will go down. It will
have a
change
choice.
Their outcomes. And we're telling you, this choice will lead to this choice will lead to that, this choice will lead to that. And so you could choose to just save up all of your influence points and be able to spend them on
just save up
Carl being redeemed.
Right. You find
just save up all your influence points.
Precisely.
Or you find somebody you really hate and you're like, I'm going to
and have your choice completely blown out of the water by somebody who's willing to spend $50 on a point bundle.
They think I'm just going to be able to kill every
that completely nullifies your vote.
How it works.
And everything that you saved.
Prevent them from gaining hope by failing them. But we have created very specific off-ramp moments. And those off-ramp moments are when you're going to be measured against the hope. You can't just do it every single day, but we're also not telling you when those off-ramp moments are. And so we're creating this very natural tension between audience members who want to see hope high, audience members who want to see hope low for specific characters, and we're interested and entertained by when that's going to happen. But we've crafted the story so that it will get to the end, right? We're controlling when the off-ramp moments happen, but the audience is controlling whether a character will die in them or not. Now, one other thing that's super important to say here about how we're handling the story, we are able to change the tuning values of these things, and we're tuning them at the start to be fair.
At the start.
The start to be fair.
This is where Evil Dungeon Master comes in.
Correct. So I've said this multiple times, and I said this at Comic-Con in front of you, but people greatly misunderstand the nature of audiences. They think that everybody's going to come in and troll. Everybody's just going to push everything down.
Yeah.
That is not how it works. That may be how it works.
Have you ever seen Twitch
Reddit,
plays?
but
accurate.
Have you ever watched Twitch
the
plays?
Reddit community is tens of thousands. The people who will be participating in this are millions. You're going to be drowned out very, very quickly. And what we've seen in
I don't think we're the ones who misunderstand how audiences will react.
Was that audiences almost always tried to have characters live. And if you think about this, it's natural. So you play a Silent Hill game and James gets killed by Pyramid Head about 1/3 into it. What do?
Keep going, restart.
You hit the continue button, right? Okay, cool. So like, what does it mean to get to the end of Silent Hill 2? Does it mean that you've survived until the end? It means that you're not dead until the end?
Yeah.
In other words, death is a losing state, and staying alive to the end is the winning state. And so we are naturally inclined as audience members to try to get to the winning state, and that winning state is survival. Right? If a character dies in a movie, the movie is over. We need to see them live to the
Except
end
that Silent Hill games traditionally are much more narrative focused.
We have every piece of data.
It's less about
we have, an investor in the company named Cindy
staying
Holland.
alive and more about
18 years the VP
concluding the
of
story.
Network. She built Stranger Things. She built House of Cards, Bandersnatch. And she said to me, we had the early audience data, Jacob, and a lot of people just tried to see the best ending first. And then they would go to the worst ending. Right? They were interested, but the best ending was what they tried to get to. We know that the audience is going to try to, that you guys are going to try to.
You're going to make it as hard as possible.
Yeah. The audience wants every character to survive. the ability for the trolls to influence at scale is going to be very, very, small. You'll be drowned out by, and this is how Twitch defeated Pokemon within days.
Sure.
Right? Trolls came in there. People.
He's
created
aware.
bot
He's aware of
attacks,
Twitch plays.
The audience overran it and tried to get to the end. Every single Pokemon game that they put on there,
eventually,
after Twitch plays, got to
those
the end
games were finished
despite everything. And so I'm very convinced that audiences will try to get to the good ending.
But that doesn't negate the impact that trolls have on the experience.
To make sure that that's actually pretty difficult, because everybody,
especially for something like this.
Now you're a real bastard.
Where anybody with enough
if that's
money,
what the audience wants,
anybody,
I'm not gonna interfere
all
with
it
that.
takes is a couple of trolls.
I'm going to make it harder
with disposable income.
To the absolute best ending. I'm going to make it a challenge. Right?
And they can absolutely upend everything. That's the big difference.
Right? So
sure.
really
Everybody's on an equal playing ground on something like Twitch plays. You're not on an even playing field with everyone else on Ascension, because whoever spends the more money gets the final say. And if the trolls are willing to spend more money than the people who want to see a legitimate outcome, they will win.
We're going to let you rally other people to the cause that you care about. And if your choice is behind, that rally will actually massively increase the points. And this was spurred by kind of Twitch hype trains and donation trains and everything else.
The fact that you can alter the influence by how much money you're willing to sink into this completely changes the dynamic of how the audience is going to interact.
Feel defeated.
Yeah.
And so
you're never out of the game.
You're never out of the game.
It's not a game, but you know what I mean. The game of making your decision.
Precisely. So if you rally people and people contribute when the rally is active, you're going to be able to make choices that were behind come back. And the goal is to start to make those things neck and neck. So again, it's not about like, I'm just going to try to, kill every character all the time. It's how do I create systems and change tuning values so that the campaign is interesting.
Sure.
And the heroes don't just constantly win.
Jacob, you mentioned there's a lot of other people we're talking to.
Yep.
We have less than an hour until this thing is actually out there and people can do it. But before I let you go, you have to play a little game with me I call the Silent Hill Ascension Speed Round. I have 4 questions for you.
Sure.
Clear your mind. Don't think too hard. Ready? Favorite Silent Hill moment of all time? And this is the franchise, not just yours.
Oh, James looking in the mirror.
What is your favorite Silent Hill Ascension monster?
The Collector.
Can't wait to find out about this collector.
The Collector.
And then your favorite character in Silent Hill Ascension?
Carl, because he reminds me of my father.
So he picks his own
Is that
shit.
on purpose? Did you go through and like...
No,
he picks his own shit for 2 out of 3.
Zero influence on characters and story. So when it comes to producing the products,
yeah,
characters and stories are Stefan's domain. I don't touch them.
Okay.
I'm only involved in like overall design of the interactive experience. I come in like the audience. I watch these episodes for the first time and I discover these characters. So I've only really seen up to the first few weeks of Carl's story.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Jacob.
Oh, he did specify Ascension on those last 2 questions?
Of course, ladies and gentlemen,
okay.
as I said,
I take it back.
You got very little time until this is actually a part of it. So, of course, get out there, download the app, get registered, get set, and get out there.
Please.
Right, for now, let's throw it back to Mike and Tim, who are...
Tim,
wow,
I could talk
what a
and
flawless
listen to
transition.
Jacob all day. The fun stuff that's going on here gets me really excited for what we're about to see later tonight.
I feel you, man. Me too. I get that. But here's the thing. We don't have time to waste, and neither do you, dear viewer. Of course, we're just about 50 minutes away from the series premiere of Silent Hill Ascension. You're going to want to get ready for all of that. We've been saying all the different ways you can do it. But, Mike, you want to remind him?
Of course I do, because now is the time to register for a free account, create your character, and make the first crucial decision in Silent Hill Ascension. Right now, for free, you can go join on the App Store, Google Play, and of course, over at the web at Ascension.com.
And while you're doing all of that, let's join Greg back at this desk with GenVid CCO, Stefan Bugai.
Stefan.
As I live and breathe, Stefan Bugai. Hello.
Hello. How you doing, Greg?
I'm fine, but this isn't about me. This is your moment, all right? Let me check here. Chief Creative Officer, less than 1 hour until Silent Hill Ascension is out there and people are actually participating? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm excited. For you to get
this
in there.
guy is now the
I'm excited for people
the CCO for
to experience it, 'cause
Genvid?
again, I think you really have to experience it to understand it. But my question for you, Chief Creative Officer,
He used to work for a different company
like this creatively, because I feel like you're
that was involved with the development early on, and they dropped his old company name off, and I was wondering why.
Is that exhilarating, or is it
that's
down?
why.
And like for you, you're not even technically fully.
He left that company and fully joined Genvid.
I think it's exhilarating. I think it's a lot of fun.
And they just dropped, I guess,
tackle
the company.
challenges of branching narratives.
Weird. Or maybe they
how we come together as a team to create a really cool story that we don't know ultimately how it's going to end, but we give the audience options to follow along and to make decisions so that they're driving the ultimate ending, but we've crafted a bunch of paths for them to go down, all of which are, we hope, equally exciting.
Talk to me about the community coming together, because that is this thing we're all gonna have to do. There will be, I assume, encampments of all of us out there saying, I pick this player, I hate that player. And it's like watching a reality show and deciding who you don't like or do love, but then actually being able to influence what happens.
I like his shirt. I like his skull shirt.
Is super important because that's really who this is for. Yeah. Like the Genvid interactive streaming series, the whole idea behind it to be a socially interactive series is to take the kinds of ideas that we were working with at, say, Telltale, where I worked at, Martin, our creative director, Shannon, our lead writer, Xiaoling, our producer, all ex-Telltale people.
Love it.
We used to create these narratives that were these single user experiences where you would make an individual decision, I would make an individual decision, and they're all equally valid. And there's a bunch of different
equally
stories.
Valid, all right, Team Kenny. We all know it was Team Kenny, all right?
And so the idea here is to take that energy of making those decisions and bring it to a community experience where everyone is collaborating with the people that agree with them and competing with the people that disagree with them.
Sure.
To rally those who believe the same things they do, to see the decision, to see the choice made that they would like to see. And that's a really great community energy because it builds on not just things like Twitch plays Pokemon, that kind of idea, but the stuff that we saw when people would talk about at the end of a Telltale episode, the percentage rankings of choices.
Wait,
and
you
how
did what? No, I did this.
Exactly, you did this, I did, but you idiot, how could you do choice B? Why would you do that? But now you can yell at each other, you should do choice A, you should do choice B, while that decision is still being made. And when it closes, that's the canon that everyone sees. So you are
now you can argue with money
in the choices that create.
Now you can spend money to yell louder
every day. New changes
when you think someone else's choice is wrong.
A TV episode that will be shown in the case of Silent Hill Ascension on Sony Pictures Core at the end of the week. That you as an audience helped create because you made the decisions that caused the story to go in one direction or another. So it's not just that solo play Telltale experience where you then argue about it after. You argue about it while it still matters, and our system is designed to listen to all of you. And then that decision becomes canon. You've changed the world of Silent Hill forever because you've made those decisions.
And I love that too. One thing I don't think we've really talked a lot about so far on this stream, right, is the fact that if you really wanted to, you don't have to participate, period. You could just watch, right, at the end of every week and see what that week it transpired into.
You certainly could, and that is an experience that
let's see what chat has to say.
But
let's see what the
difficult experience to participate
the live chat has to say.
I mean, anyone can just go in to the app and decide
look at them
which
stickers
of the choices they'd like to see made for that decision and participate in that. It's easy to do, and then
Blod, thank you for the super chat.
Involved directly.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Shaping the story for this season.
Your choice is wrong, chat. You spent money to yell louder.
To go and participate.
That's the first super chat I think I've ever had. I forgot that was even a thing.
Because it's fun.
Thank you, Blad, for spending money to yell loud.
To have those sort of water cooler arguments.
We're definitely in the Ascension mindset.
And then be able to go and influence those outcomes as they're happening, as opposed to just waiting to the end and then talking about it in the past.
It's what I love about watching a horror movie, period. is this, oh, why are you running upstairs? Oh, I want to do that. I would go outside. Now you have a chance to test all of that, right? You have a chance to get in there and try to make your, why would you go upstairs? No, do X, Y, and Z.
Exactly. It is like yelling at the screen in a horror movie, but the screen's listening.
That's creepy. We keep talking about the audience, and we've talked about the choices, and we've talked about the mechanics, and we've talked about all this stuff. We haven't actually talked about what is the story of Silent Hill Ascension. What are the themes? Who are the characters? Like what? And I know we're about to play it very soon, or be a part of it. Jacob, don't come in here. Be a part of it. Not play it. Experience the interactive series. Whatever you're willing to tell me about where we are narratively.
For sure. So Silent Hill Ascension follows two families. And these two families are kind of led by these two strong female characters, Astrid and Rachel.
That's enough. That's enough chat.
Each family has a dark history. They have
awful.
A death in the family right at the outset. You're going to see that as soon as we go into the story in an hour or so. And
I know Phoenix
draws them together.
I just got to show it because I'm sure people are going to be watching this or watching later on YouTube.
Protagonists,
and they're like, why doesn't he have chat open? Isn't that a whole big part of it?
Mysterious ways.
Well, there you go. That's why.
And we're going to follow those two families through their individual.
They blocked the word scam from the chat.
That they face, digging into the dark pasts that they all share. But we're also going to see how the two separate families are over time connected to each other. And it's a really, really interesting opportunity to expand the Silent Hill franchise into multiple locations outside of the traditional town of Silent Hill. Sure. Multiple simultaneous protagonists in the same story that you, the audience, get to make choices for. So it's not like there's just multiple strong characters, but you're going to make choices for more than one of these characters throughout the season. And those choices are going to be impactful in
they block the word scam, but not slurs, not
how they come out the other end of this story.
You keep talking about choices because that's the entire point of the interactive streaming series. What is the first choice, or what? I mean, like, what are you presenting this with? Maybe if it's just themes, because again, I don't want you to spoil it, but I do want to know like what we're about to get into.
Absolutely. So the very first choice that you're going to be presented with involves the character Rachel, who, in addition to being a mother,
Rachel?
Which is going to be important to the story, and a businesswoman and a wife, all of which are going to be important to the story. She's also
take notes, everybody. If you're not taking notes right now, take notes.
She's also involved with an organization called the Foundation.
Okay. Which will be important to the story.
Which will be important to the story. And perhaps has some similar characteristics to the Order, although it is not the Order by a different name.
Okay.
And she is performing a ritual on a character named Joy that goes horribly wrong. And the very first decision that you're going to have to make is whether Rachel tells Joy to continue with the ritual, to flee, or to beg for mercy from the thing that has gone horribly wrong with this ritual.
I'm getting ahead of it and saying, let's beg for mercy, everybody. All right? Can we all get behind beg for mercy? I don't like the other two.
And it's a great first choice. It's a great opening because it does a couple of things. One is it gets the audience directly into this character's life in the moment, like as it's happening. And that's one of the great things about what we're doing.
Ambiguous decision that leads to the same path. That's the thing. They can completely bullshit.
Jacob loves to say, you walk into a
like
room,
they can manipulate everything. They can manipulate the outcomes. They can manipulate what is shown next. There's no way to know
here. And it's starting with our opening
that any of your choices actually impact anything because it's all animated. Like it has to be done ahead of time.
This organization, the Foundation, is active. Rachel is a member. Her husband is an aspirant, and other people in the town are members. And so part of the story that you're interacting with is the story of this organization and how they deal with the seeming reality of their beliefs suddenly coming crashing down upon them.
We've talked a lot about the choices and what's happening here and vague stuff, because of course we don't want to do it, but everybody beg for mercy. Throughout this entire season, what are the mechanics we're doing? There's an overarching thing, right, that's actually guiding fates, correct?
That's right. So there's 2 core mechanics.
It does not take place in
that
the
are
actual
going
town
to
of Silent Hill.
help determine whether or not these characters survive and how. So
It takes
throughout the
place
season, there are
between 2
checkpoints
locations.
that we've created
One is in
that
Pennsylvania,
for certain characters
and one
are going
is
to
in
look
Norway.
at these
Yeah,
scores,
Norway.
so to speak, and decide whether or not those characters have one outcome or another or another
Yeah,
or another.
they went full Centralia.
The systems that play
They literally
into these,
set their spooky
one
town
is
in
fate.
Pennsylvania.
Now, fate is based on these.
In case you
choices
haven't
that
seen
we're
the trailers,
talking
there
about,
is
where you're
also
making these
ash
branching
falling from the
narrative
sky
decisions.
and shit. So
And
I mean,
fate
it's straight up
are going
movie
to
aesthetic.
be of the type where one choice is a choice that adds more points to the redemption path, one adds more points to the suffering path, one adds more points to the damnation path.
Okay.
Now, what does that mean? Redemption means that in the end, this character, as much as the Silent Hill world allows,
Which isn't much, but okay.
is going to be maybe okay.
Sure, yeah. Emotionally broken, never able to live a normal day in their life the rest of the way, but they're okay.
But as Silent Hill character goes, maybe okay.
Okay.
Now, the suffering path means that that character may not endure the worst possible outcome that they could, but they're not okay. And there's things that are still unresolved, looming over them. They have not fully escaped the horror. And then the damnation path is that's it.
That's it.
That's the end. And the other mechanic that plays into this is hope. And hope is kind of like a sanity system, but it's a hope system. It's like
a karma system.
Does this character believe that there is a reason to keep moving forward?
It's Book of Memories karma
you can have
system.
Someone who's redeemed in the fate system but has low hope, and they're going to have a different outcome than if that character was redeemed in the fate system and had high hope. So the audience is responsible for both of these systems. So the more they participate, the more influence they have over fate and over hope and where each of these characters are going in terms of their final outcomes.
I mean, yeah, that makes so much sense in terms of.
Did you see the cut?
What people are looking for from these experiences. It's like,
did you see that
Jake was
edit?
talking about with his son walking over and wanting to touch the TV.
Absolutely. I mean, I think the future of entertainment is audiences shaping content. And what we're doing is one really unique and compelling way to allow audiences to shape content.
It is not
because unlike,
live.
say, open sandbox kind of things, the branching narrative experience creates enough of
It's gotta be
shared
pre-recorded.
context that everyone in the audience has something that they can talk about, that they can argue about, that they can make decisions about, and they all share that stakes and they all see the same outcome. And so it brings people together in a really
I
interesting way.
mean, they were
where are shaping
advertising
the content,
this
but they're shaping the
pre-show
content
as being
together,
a
and
live
that
lead-in
really amplifies
into the
that kind
event.
of,
But obviously it's pre-recorded. Like that was a straight up jump
game
cut.
day arguing
for sure.
about whether or not we should have done A, B, or
Vlad.
C. Where do we think this is going?
Thank you for the super
how can
chat
we get
once
ahead of
again.
it?
Vote for more
I don't
cuts.
like you people who like this character. I'm going to try and make sure that this character gets hosed. Well, I want to support this character. And by creating those rails that we create with the narrative design, we allow the audience to shape the content, but in a way where
I vote for
it's
less cuts,
not
but
so
you spent more money on
people
it,
kinda
so
don't have something
you
to
win.
talk about. They don't have a shared context. It creates that shared context where they are making decisions that everyone can understand and debate and rally around and argue over and, decide what they really want and go for that.
Yeah, I think you're bringing people together to tear each other apart.
Bringing them together to tear each other apart, not in the same way that we do in the story.
Yeah, the blood and gore. Not that way at all. Of course, Silent Hill Ascension
There's
is less
another-
than 1
that was
hour
another
away,
cut.
but you're going to hear all of this from Mike and Tim. So let's go back to the live stream, boys.
So this interactive series, Mike.
Yep.
It seems new. It seems fresh, like nothing we've ever seen before.
It's exciting,
Definitely is.
but only if you, I, And everyone watching right now.
Oh, I see.
come
This is
along
the
for
live
ride. And I'm
part.
talking everyone, team.
Yes.
You got to get involved. You got to come in because guess what? You can register for free right now. Create your
So
account.
they're doing
then
this
go
part
out and
live,
create your character, which
but the
I've already
interviews
done.
they were
Just
cutting
unlocked a
to
new little prize, a
were
sweet
pre-recorded.
red beard for my red beard, which
That
I'm very
makes sense.
excited about. And of
Yeah,
course,
that should have
you can
been
get ready with that account to make
a little
the
more clear,
first
I guess, but it doesn't
crucial
matter.
Silent
Whatever.
Hill Ascension decision right now. I see a ton of you voting, choosing what we're going to pick, where we're going to go, putting out the rally cry. So make sure to go do that. Of course, you can get it over on the App Store, Google Play, and of course at Ascension.com.
That is exactly right, Mike. Make sure you go do all of that stuff while you're getting that all ready. Y'all, we are just over 30 minutes away from the premiere of this whole thing, but let's keep it rolling. Greg's at the desk with Silent Hill Ascension Director of Production, Xia Ling Lei.
Xia Ling Lei.
Xia Ling, welcome to the show.
Hello, and thank you.
Thank you for coming. I'm checking my notes. Director of Production on Silent Hill Ascension.
It means cat wrangler.
I was going to say, what does that mean?
It means cat wrangler.
So that means you have to track down
How many
all
people
the
are
different
watching?
people who are doing everything.
Does
and
it
make
show
sure
in the
project's
chat?
on time and it's going the
yeah, it's just whatever it takes to get it shipped out the door.
That's a lot of work. That's
Wow,
Sometimes
and
it's
chat's
reading
already
bedtime
being
stories to your
horrible.
lead
Good
writer
God.
So that her dreams are filled with nightmares.
wow. Oh, no.
You know, appropriate. And other times, it's, you know, like putting makeup.
I was hoping there was a viewer count on the top of the chat or
to make sure they
something.
look good. They look good on screen. It's important.
So I feel like
Never
on
open
any
chat
game,
again.
Director of
We're done
production
opening
would
chat.
be a lot. I feel like on an interactive streaming series where there are a gajillion choices that branch and do these different things and people are dying or living or suffering or whatever, that's got to be an even crazier task. So
500
what
on
excited
YouTube.
you about this
Most people
project?
are
Why
probably
take
on mobile.
This massive of a thing.
So we do joke on the production team that we decided.
So
to
I
do
have no
development on
idea
insanity
if there's
mode
any way to like
because,
find
yeah,
out those
we are
numbers.
building a lot of content for people. For all the choices that you're not going to see on our
Any chance they mention info on 2 Remake? Absolutely
you had to build
not.
every single other one, all the ones you don't see too, because
This
it
is
needs
not
to be
Bloober
an
Team. This
authentic
is not
choice
any of the people
for the
involved
audience in terms
with
of, like,
Remake
you know,
or
if
any
it
of the other
matters, then
Silent
it
Hill
was different.
projects.
And so we got to make it meaningfully different.
These are
So we
strictly the
built all of
developers
it.
and people
Again,
involved
I
with
talked about this
Ascension.
already in the stream, but I feel like there must be
Those
that must
projects
be
are being made by
maddening for the
completely different
building
people.
all this, and I know there's plans that after we have our canon run, they you know we'll show other stuff. And
Yeah,
do
we
other
do
things.
want to show it to people so they can kind of see the differences.
Yeah.
But you know, I come from Telltale. I come from Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah, you do.
Both are kind of known for narrative and interactive.
Yeah.
So I've been working on it for a while. A big part for me is the community.
Yeah.
Like interactive fundamentally requires other people.
Man,
when
you're
you
so
do it in
excited.
a-
Sorry.
like a,
Am I supposed to be
you know, the
doing the
setting that
typical
we're doing
streamer
it.
thing of like,
And so
oh,
being able to
let's fucking
connect with
go.
people, being able to tell a shared story with other people, like there are limits in terms of how we can do it
$20
for
season
a
pass.
wide audience. That's different than your tabletop.
I can't wait to
but
spam
that
my
sense of
stickers in
community,
chat.
That sense of like
Let's
a gaming
go.
family
Yeah.
is still there.
Oh, for
and
sure.
like, you know, for me, I game with people everywhere, anywhere from like China to the UK. And some of those folks are people I've met in person. Some of them are friends that I found online. I'm excited personally because I don't have a place
It's
where I
people,
can like do a
like,
thing with them all
calmly
together
explaining
at the same time.
what they
And
do for a
this is
job
actually that
and what this
opportunity.
project
This
is. I don't know
an interactive experience that I like because we're going to run
what kind of reaction
decisions
you're
and
expecting
stories.
from me.
It's going to run 24/7 if you want to just watch this content, and then for the decisions, we can debate it with each other. We can talk about what's right or what's wrong.
Well, let alone the platforms, right? Too the fact that you're talking about, like, okay, it's going to be on mobile. Okay, it's going to be able to be seen through the Bravi. Okay,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
literally everywhere, like you're talking about.
Yeah, and it's not just our audience that's going to be all over the world. Like our dev team also comes from all over the world. So we're
Fake
we're
chat. Well,
representing
obviously they can't
ourselves,
show the
and
real
we're
chat.
trying to get
It's full of
that
fucking racists
experience
and
out for everybody.
horrible
So
people.
It's a global audience and a global dev team, and we're trying to bring it so that everybody can participate in the same story. And that story that we make together, that's going to go out into the world as like, this is now the canon story.
Sure.
Right? The choices that, like when you're playing a single player experience or a Telltale game,
Yeah.
every choice is valid because as a player, I could have gone through every download and whatever my canon was, that is my
That's
canon.
your playthrough. Yeah.
That's my
yeah.
playthrough. It's my canon, and everyone can matter. But this is the one where like that one is final. But you get a voice on it. Everybody else gets to join in and try to fight you on it or help you on it, and that's going to go into the world as like that. That is the canon we all made together.
but you're not making it together. You're literally opposing each other. Like, imagine sinking $20 into it and you're like, yeah, let's go for this choice. And then your choice doesn't win. You wasted your money. Your choice doesn't happen. You don't get to see that outcome. Like, you just throw your money away and you don't get anything that you wanted.
Silent Hill that people are used to.
Nobody's going to be happy about that. Nobody's going to be like, I'm shaping the canon with my fellow fans.
Silent Hill came out in 1989. That was a while ago.
Long time ago.
That was a while ago.
How old I was.
And so we're going to tell stories from people you would expect watching the show now, and from the people that we know are part of our gaming communities now. So
you're going to diversify.
We have like a huge number of horror fans in Latin America.
Hell yeah.
I'm so excited to welcome them because they didn't get a chance to participate in the original Silent Hill back when it came out because it was on console. It was only on console, so not that many people got to experience it. We're going out on iOS, we're going out on Android, we're going out on PC. Anybody, anywhere in the world can access it. So for me,
for free, period.
For free. Yes.
Wouldn't it be cool if people could access those original games all over the world?
We are opening up the world, the universe of Silent Hill to everybody else.
Shouldn't you be addressing that problem, Konami?
We're kind of setting the ground for them to come.
That people don't have access to those original games? Like, it's cool that you're trying to make Ascension
to be
available to as many people as possible.
For them that they can get to on a mobile
but
phone.
Why not the other Silent Hill games?
You can drop in every day, or you can drop in once a week and catch up. And you have a say in what happens.
Is it because of the dev team, the story, etc., that diversity is important to Silent Hill Ascension? Because again, like you're saying, you're doing things in this with characters you haven't done before, or the series has.
You classist bitch! I played it back then. That's the other thing. Like, I'm sorry, Brazil, you didn't get to play Silent Hill back in the day because it was on a console. What does that even fucking mean?
But they, when you explore what horror
they had access to that console just because like something
from a lens of like somebody who doesn't often have power. And
great point.
Silent Hill actually is a very interesting take on it. So, Silent Hill is very much about how is my internal horror, how it becomes manifest in the world, and kind of can hurt people. And we're really excited about the opportunity we have to tell that.
No, lots of Latin Americans that play it. I mentioned this earlier, but yeah, South America, Central America, there's a huge chunk of the Silent Hill base, predominantly in Central and South America.
Trauma. So we don't have James in our story. And
I didn't realize how much of a fan base there was in Brazil until I started streaming. I can see like my video view analytics and stuff through Twitch and YouTube.
I'm actually kind of excited. One of the conversations
when I started speedrunning and realizing how many Brazilian Silent Hill speedrunners there are.
Like, not only our cast needs to represent, our monsters need to represent.
Like,
is that at the top of the
these
list?
games are fucking huge in Central and South America, the original ones.
It's been so long since the Silent Hill.
The fact that she was like, a lot of people in South America didn't get to experience it back in the day because it released on a console. What the fuck are you talking about?
Monsters, or is there something else that speaks to it?
I mean, if you're not excited about new monsters in Silent Hill, like
Ascension isn't for you.
I mean, monsters are very important in Silent Hill, and a lot of that has to do with why Silent Hill. Right. And it's because of the psychology of, what the monsters mean and what happens when they appear. What does
Consoles
it mean
are more expensive in Brazil, sure, but it doesn't mean that like nobody had access to them.
I'm actually excited for them to uncover that. And I think
they were harder to get. It was more expensive, sure, but like
I hope that they enjoy.
It didn't mean that like no one got to experience it.
Of these psyches and these monsters and figuring out what they do represent and who they represent as well. We're excited to welcome a new generation. We're excited to welcome people who haven't seen anything because there hasn't been anything in the last 10 years. And we want to make Silent Hill a horrible, sad place, but very welcoming to audiences who want to join.
You are definitely making Silent Hill a horrible, sad place.
Be miserable as possible.
Yes, but like also I want the TikToks and the nurse dancing videos and maybe like
nurse dancing videos on TikTok.
Videos. We've talked about this internally. I need a bruiser dancing to music video.
Again, I think you have the stuff to have that happen organically, right? Because again, this is such an interesting, cool idea. And I think it is the perfect IP to mash up with it. And I think obviously launching tonight on Halloween, pretty great idea.
And like, we have bite-sized content pieces so people can digest it daily, or they can come in for their 45-minute, weekly episode fix. I feel like we've really adapted to whatever kind of like crazy busy lifestyle people have now. and it's, you know, genuinely made for all of those audiences to consume. We're not discriminating. We're welcoming everybody.
Come in.
Come
Be
in.
horrified.
They're saying your
horrified.
target audience is 12-year-olds. I mean, Jacob Navoke straight up said that
I could
earlier.
have said better myself.
There you go.
He
Back
straight
to
up
the weirdos
mentioned the
running the live
13 to
Let's keep the
24
experience going with you and I,
demographic.
Tim. I am super hyped at the amount of former Telltale team members that are on this project. It's getting me real excited.
Oh yeah.
He's like, this is
So
for
many great
13 to
reasons be
24-year-olds
hyped,
who
Mike.
are
You got that right. Now here's the
constantly
biggest
on their
thing.
phone.
We don't need to wait much longer because the series premiere of Silent Hill Ascension kicks off in just 24 minutes.
4 minutes. And you know what you need to do, Tim? Because if you haven't done it already, everyone watching and listening out
God,
there,
there's still
you need to
24
get over
minutes of
to
this.
the App Store, Google Play, and Ascension.com to get registered for free and get ready to shape the canon of Silent Hill. How many times do you think you're going to have this opportunity to shape the canon of something so near and dear to fans' hearts?
On Halloween to kick it all off. It just feels so right, Mike. Let's send it back to Greg with creative director Martin Montgomery.
Martin Montgomery, creative director.
Well,
I'm able to say I knew you way back when.
That's
you believe
right.
that?
It's been like 10 years.
You were what, doing IGN Indie Incubator
Way back in the
Oh,
day.
wow.
making
yeah.
games, and here you are now on the Kind of Funny set in your face, IGN. Creative director on Silent Hill Ascension. What the hell does that mean?
I've been asking myself that for a while now. No, so basically, I'm working on the day-to-day on the creative. So I work with the writing team, I work with the cinematics team, and I'm kind of overseeing that vision that was really set by Stefan initially, and then I'm coming in to kind of help execute on the day-to-day stuff.
So talk to me about who we're going to be seeing, interacting with in this series. Like we've heard about the families, we've heard about two female protagonists. What's the story?
So really, we're looking at a story about intergenerational trauma, and we're following two families that are a world apart.
It's
but
trauma.
As the series keeps going, you're going to kind of see the things that really connect those two families. You know, one thing to keep in mind is that this is not going to be like a game.
Oh, dude, can I steal that emote?
Up into the narrative. I mean, it's a
I need to
series,
make the
right? So we're gonna be
rainbow.
really
It's
kind of doing
trauma.
a little bit more of a slow burn
emote,
where
so that we can use it
are
in chat without having to
establishing who
open
these
up
characters are, what the
the
conflicts are
horrible
between them, and
actual
those play
Ascension
into
chat.
the decisions that you're going to be making.
So talk to me about that. Is that a terrifying choice? Because again, this is not
Put it on
a
7
game,
TV.
Jacob. We understand, but so many people coming in thinking it's a game, right? Are you worried? I mean, again,
Someone's
mere
probably
minutes
got
from this
this
thing
stuff
launching that people
on
are
7
going to
TV
get into this
already.
First episode, and it's
I wouldn't be
this
surprised
is
if
slow
Techie
burn.
already
This is
has,
what I was
like,
expecting, and,
all
they
of these
fall off, they
emotes
stay in. Are we about to
made
get into
and uploaded
is it
somewhere.
not a slow burn first blush here? What are we getting into?
No, I mean, we get right into the action, but what I mean is that it takes time to establish.
It's on the Silent Hill subreddit? Oh,
we have
yeah,
an
then
ensemble
people
cast,
definitely
and so
have
we
it.
want to get to meet each of those people, understand what they're about, what they're here for, and Jacob talked about this earlier, but one of the things that's different about our series compared to maybe some of the Silent Hill games.
Feel sorry
is
for
that
this generation.
you
They're
were
never
there
going to
from
get to
the beginning
experience
of
freshly
where
made
everything
true
happens,
horror.
right?
This
Typically, you
generation
come
gets
in
to
and
experience
you walk
the
into a room,
horror
there's blood
of
everywhere,
existing
and the note on
in
the ground, you're reading
2023.
about what happened in that room. But in our series, you're there from the beginning, and you're actually you're able to influence that through the decisions that you have that you have a chance to make, right? So no, we do throw you.
It's
kind of
hard to make a game that lives up to how fucked up the rest of the world is right now.
Who these characters are and really get to know them.
You talk about the two characters, protagonists. What about the two locations?
Sure.
And keep in mind, I say that
our new locations. What are they all about? Are they characters unto themselves?
You know, I say that.
So we made a deliberate choice.
But Silent Hill 2 also came out like a week and a half after 9/11 happened.
We did that for a few reasons. One, because we wanted to.
So
we didn't
maybe
want to retread those stories that are being told there.
Real world
But that
horrors
also,
and fictional
allows us to
horrors
expand
might
in
not
lots of
be
different
so
areas that
closely
we normally wouldn't be able
aligned
to.
as I
But we
presume.
are still, we're playing in a lot of the same spaces and things that you would be familiar with from Silent Hill, right? So I won't say too much about where we're going to get into, but it's going to be a fun ride, and the audience is going to be a big part of how things play out in both of these towns.
They're the part of it, right?
They
This
are.
can't happen.
Escapism is hard to find nowadays.
The show.
I disagree. I think
the cult keeps getting
with VR and so many other things that have come so far.
What is the story? Of
it's
the cult
just
that,
that
we can know
escapism
right now
has become
so
very,
we
very different.
Follow an organization
It's very,
called
very
the
different.
Foundation. and it's part and parcel with, I think, things that are synonymous with Silent Hill. There's
horror,
really crazy
especially,
things that are happening, and there are
is
people
very different.
and organizations that are trying to make sense of what's happening, and also to try to have some kind of agency over that. And so we start with Rachel, who's a member of this organization.
Who's Rachel?
And her husband is an initiate in this. And in Hope's Junction, in PA, where they're located, you're going to really start to learn more about what this organization is. And one thing that's interesting about our series is that traditionally, you've really experienced this from the outside of that organization.
Sure.
In this series, we are putting you inside of it. You are a member of this group, and you are role-playing.
Oh, a cult member. Great. That's fantastic. That's what I want to be.
Exactly. So this is a different kind of take and way for the audience to experience the story in Ascension.
You know, I joked around at the start, obviously, like, I've known you so long.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have those moments still of like I'm working on Silent Hill?
I can tell you this was not on my bingo card.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it is an incredibly privileged place to be able to play in this space and work on something that is so loved by so many people and means a lot to them, right? And
sure.
I talked about this previously in our behind the scenes video, but we're really trying to be good stewards of the series while also delivering something that feels familiar, but fresh, right? Because we didn't want to just retread.
How can you say all this with a straight face?
A lot of these mentions of, and throwbacks to the previous things. We were telling a new story in this universe, and we hope that the audience is excited about that, because we really are.
Yeah, I mean, that's all well and good. But no one's talking about Norway. What is happening in Norway?
It's a real shame. We haven't talked about Norway yet.
Yeah, Norway.
So
what the fuck?
In Norway, we're following the Johansson family. And this is a family that is ruled
Time to talk about you.
and held together by this matriarch, Ingrid, which is the mother of the family. And one of the mysteries that we're going to
Anyone in chat from Norway?
While we're there is the town hates the Johanssons. They are they are the punching bag for everything that goes wrong. And throughout the series, we're going to understand why. And learn how
does it feel getting to be part of Silent Hill now,
and things like that. So,
yeah,
it's going to be.
Does it make you happy that
Norway.
like Norway's mentioned and part of this?
It better be.
Or are you just as confused as me, where you're like,
let's head back.
Doesn't Silent Hill take place in Silent Hill?
Tim, I'm ready to go to Hope Junction, Pennsylvania.
I'm sure you are, Mike. As am I, and I'm sure so many people out there are as well. And we're going to do that together in just about 15 minutes.
Right around the corner, Tim. It's about time.
It is.
I hope you're ready.
We're getting the premiere of all this. Silent Hill Ascension. Remember, it's premiering right now on the App Store, Google Play, and Ascension.com. That is ASCENSION.com. In just 16 minutes.
Hate it.
Exactly.
Makes you feel dirty and confused.
Sign up. Make your character.
Thank
Get
you.
ready, because we're right around the corner.
I'm genuinely curious about that perspective.
This one is real.
Anyone from Pennsylvania?
Everybody, please welcome the Silent Hill lead producer.
That's the two
Matoe
locations
Okamoto.
that Ascension's going to be based around. Is
サイレントヒルファンの皆さん、こんに
Hey
ちは。
Okamoto.
コナミデジタルエンターテインメントサイレントヒルシリーズプロデューサーの岡本元井です。
Yeah.
サイレント
This
ヒ
is
ル
the
ファンの方
overall
も
Silent Hill
シリー
series
ズが初めて
producer.
の方も今日は皆さんにとって非常にエキサイティングな
This
も
is
の
the
にな
guy
る
who
でしょう。
replaced Tom Hewlett after
今
he
日は
left,
この
basically.
後すぐにサイレントヒルアセンションが世界で初めて放送される特別な日です。本作はサイレントヒルシリーズ復活の先陣を切るプロジェクトであり、10年ぶりの新しいコンテンツとなります。インタラクティブストリーミングという形式により、数ヶ月にわたって充実したコンテンツをお届けします。サイレントヒルシリーズプロデューサーとして、私はこのプロジェクトを大変誇りに思っています。この心を揺さぶる物語は、ヨハンセン一家とヘルナンデス一家の複雑な生活を追っていきます。この後すぐのライブ配信初回から皆さんは他の観客と一緒にこの家族の運命を決め、そして彼らが贖罪、苦悩、あるいは破滅のどれに向かうのかを導いていくことになります。彼らの運命はあなたの手に委ねられているのです。それではこの後サイレントヒルアセンションの初回プレミアに備えましょう。どうぞお楽しみください。
Amazing, Tim.
どうぞ。
That's the thing, man. Thank you so much, Okamoto-san, for your time.
Tim, We are so close. We are now less than 15 minutes away from the Silent Hill Ascension premiere.
15 minutes, baby.
If you want to watch, you got to get ready right now. And of course, we have a multitude of languages that you can check out right now if you're watching over on YouTube. Click on that caption option and check out all the different languages because we're coming at you worldwide with Silent Hill.
When this all ends, when the VOD is up, you'll be able to switch to all the different languages that you want on our YouTube VOD. But for one last time, let's head back to Greg Miller, the desk, and a very special message from Jacob Navok.
Nice try, Jacob. You're not getting out of here without having one more second with me because we are mere seconds away from Silent Hill Ascension being out. This is it. Final seconds before people can get in this. Like, what do you want to say to the Silent Hill fans?
Well, first off, sign up on mobile and web and jump in now. But yeah, I mean,
we've done it. We're
these
here.
Opening moments
I'm
of
on
the
the
story
site.
are important, but it's
We're
really
here,
what
man.
happens over the next 6 months that
My
makes the
avatar
big
is up in the
difference.
corner.
Sure,
I got
sure.
3.8K
Everybody needs
influencer
to
points.
Strap in for the long haul.
I can't wait. Congratulations. It's
Thank
you
you.
and the entire team, of course. I'm so excited to
Appreciate
see
it.
what this is all about.
Thanks.
No problem. Thank you. For now, though, let's go back one last time to Mike and Tim.
Okay.
So here we are, 13 minutes away from the premiere
What was the point of that?
Silent
They
Hill
could have just had that
Ascension. We've been hanging out. We've been having
at the
an
end of the first
absolutely amazing
segment.
time here in the spare bedroom. Thank you for watching live over on YouTube, over on Twitch. Remember, if you want to watch the VOD later on YouTube, you could do that.
Yeah,
with
Vlad, I'm streaming
captioning
all of
for
it.
whatever
I
language it is
played
that
all
you're
the mini
looking
games
for.
earlier.
In these next
And I'll go through
13
them
minutes,
again after the actual
it's time.
episode.
You got to go right now to the App Store, to Google Play, to Ascension.com. Get registered, get ready, so we can all do this together. Mike, you got registered. What was the process like?
Tim, the process was really easy for me. I've registered, I've created my character, and I think that's the fun one is I put on a nice blue flannel. Somehow they got me in the game. They got a bomber jacket in there for you as well to create your character, because don't forget, that character could come in to the story one day. So
Except
that's
character
special.
customization
And it's been fun
is
because I'm
broken
watching
right
the
now.
live feed right now. I can see us live. I can see.
I
our
tried to
best friends.
customize my
Shout out to
character,
people out in
like,
Brazil watching
5
right now. Having
times.
some fun worldwide.
And,
right over here on the
and it
live
doesn't
stream. And of
work.
course,
It
the
doesn't
vote is up,
save.
Tim.
Yeah.
It's time to make your
It just
choice.
keeps resetting
What
the default.
will Rachel tell Joy to do? And of course, I'm trying to rally everyone. Okay, I'm a
What you trying to
damnation
rally
boy.
them to? Damnation.
Let's talk about the options. Of course, there's redemption. You can finish the oath. That's currently leading at 50% of the vote right now. There's 35% though for suffering, which is just run, Tim. And I would tell you in any horror movie, just run. You know,
It's good
just
advice.
run.
You
Run
know,
as
probably-
fast as you can.
Probably a good place to start, you know, when there's something scary. And obviously, Silent Hill, many scary things after you.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
know that.
Do you want to run into the fog? You know what I mean? It's a tough one, Tim. It's a tough
That is the problem. Do you run into the fog? Do you run away from the scary thing?
Yes.
Sometimes you just got to make a call in the last moment. What I think is really special here, Mike, is we just had the Silent Hill lead producer. All right.
Yes.
Talking about this new kind of the welcome back to the Silent Hill franchise. This is kind of kicking it all off. Silent Hill Ascension, a new experience for people out there. That's exciting, right?
A really cool experience, a daily experience as well, Tim. Of course, we had Jacob talk about like what the vision is from this team and how everyone around the globe can get involved. And of course, if you miss any of it, you can always come back. You can check in. You can see what has happened. You can cast
Why
your
are we
vote for
voting
the
on a
next
choice
one.
before we have
It's
any
really
context of it
exciting
from the
for
show?
Silent Hill
They
fans to
they
be
let
able
you
to
watch like a
now have an
little
impact,
2-minute
a
clip,
fingerprint
but yeah,
on the
you don't
canon
get any
itself.
context
That's
for who
why.
those
I mean, here's
characters
the thing,
are,
Mike. You
what
said
exactly
run.
they're
Your
doing.
gut instinct says, I'm going to
It's
run.
just an
The
out of
chat
context
seems a little
clip.
bit against you here,
And then,
all right?
like,
yes.
We have
vote on what she
Avalani
should
saying
say.
finish it. Finish the ritual joy. Then we have Smoothhead Game saying, I don't think running's a good idea. That's why I said finish it. I love the challenge at the top of this.
Wait,
I don't
was he
think
reading
that we're gonna
chat?
be able to make everyone survive, right?
Yes, you think that we would all come together as a collective and be able to vote on this, but I don't
Did
know
he
if
just
we
say,
got it in us.
like, he
because I
repeated
am
something
part
that somebody
of
said
just
in
the
chat?
16% of the vote right
So they
now.
are
Tim.
looking at
Voting
how
for
horrible it
damnation,
is.
Plead for mercy.
They're aware.
Well, that's the thing. Erdy Cooper's with you. Plead for mercy.
Yeah.
All right. Like they're
I'm not
there.
clicking
they want
it
to make
anymore.
this happen. They want to see what's going on here. We got.
I've opened up chat like 3
Brian Sabri
times
saying, I'm not even a
today,
Silent Hill fan,
and
but this
every single
concept
time
seems
it's
really interesting.
it's
I feel like
just
that's what's,
racism.
I think extra exciting about this.
just
is
racism.
Silent Hill is at the the precipice of
it's just
of being
horrible
just
people
back,
saying
right?
horrible
It's like
shit
in the gaming conscious of everybody, and I feel like this experience,
and that's
might
not
be the type of
censored
thing
out,
to
but the word
maybe,
scam
like, catch people up
is.
on what they might have been missing out
So
on for the last couple decades, honestly.
Of
take
course,
that
if you're
for
new
what
or
you
if you're
will.
old, you're coming back, you're getting reacquainted to the world. And like we talked about before, having that opportunity to leave an imprint on this world is something really special. And not few gaming IPs have ever allowed you to do this, right? So now you get the chance to do it. And the fun part is if you're jumping on to the app or the web browser, of course, you can put in your vote, or you can jump on over. You have your daily login bonus underneath the goals, which make sure to claim that, because that's going to give you some free points right there. You can jump in and go to the Arcane Library and start to play some of the mini games available for you. And I'll tell you what, I'm already working my way in that library. I'm finding some notes, finding some clues, seeing what's going on in the world right now, Tim.
I'm sure you are. Mike J67 in the chat is saying run is always
those games
option
are
number
so
one.
fucking
When that doesn't
bad,
work,
dude. How can you even?
You know, that's when the fear sets in.
They
When
paid
running
him.
doesn't
That's
work,
why
you're like,
he
what am I
sounds
going to
excited
do?
about
You know,
it,
we've seen so
because
many
they
horror
paid
movies, we've
him.
played
This
so
is,
many
you
horror
know.
games, but this is different, right? This is everybody
You're
working
paid to be
together,
excited
voting
about
to
it.
decide. The
They're doing their
canon of
best.
Silent Hill.
And I'm happy that you and I
They're
are at
doing
the
better than
forefront.
I could
There's
have
no
done.
Greg. There's no
If
Silent Hill
Konami sent me a
Ascension.
fucking
so
check,
we get to kind of sway the vote
and they
for
were
the
like,
next
sound excited
9
about
minutes before we go
Ascension
live.
while you
And I
talk
will
about
say
it?
that 16%. Up 1% to 17.
We're at 17,
Hey, everybody.
everybody.
Damnation on the move right now. Let's get it
I
up.
would not have their
Redemption
energy.
now at 49%. So we took a little small piece away from them. But make sure to cast your vote right now. Don't forget that you can register for free. Create that account. Make your character. And, of course, participate in the first crucial decision in Silent Hill Ascension right now. You can get it on the Google Store. You can get it on the App Store. And, of course, on Ascension.com if you want to participate. But the live chat is going off. We're having some fun just moments away from all of this kicking off live. And, of course,
Did I vote?
if you're
I did
watching
vote.
live on the app or over on the web, say hello to me. It's nice seeing everybody here. The
I
chat is
voted
blowing
for,
up. It's great.
Suffering.
I'll tell you what, they're putting in their stickers. They're getting wild. They're getting excited. And it's great to see all of them.
Yeah, so much is going on right now. Of course, it is Halloween, the perfect time, the spooky season, right? And, you know, for some people, that never leaves. But for others, right now is the time to strike. So we are 7 minutes away from the premiere of Silent Hill Ascension. Everybody, again, let me tell you.
These are the
you have
longest
7 minutes to
minutes
get prepared, get ready
I've
for this. You
ever
can go
experienced.
to the App Store if you're on iOS. You can go to Google Play if you're on an Android device. You can also go to Ascension.com. That is ASCENSION.com. You can get registered. You can get ready. Because, 7 minutes away from the series premiere.
Yeah, don't miss out on this one. Get excited and get ready for it. And, of course, have fun with your fellow friends. This is a great time.
7
to
more
grab
minutes,
a
you guys,
family member, a
so that we
friend,
can watch
come
a
and have them register
3-minute
for free, or
video.
just get on the couch and get excited for what could be, right? The dev team doesn't even know where we're going to take this story. We all, as a collective, get to dictate where the story's going to go. And I think that's the fun part here is at any moment, the chat could side on the other side and just run away with it.
And that's what's cool is like there is the one canon to this. You know, I feel like that's what makes this kind of like a unique experience, something fresh, like at least that I haven't heard of before, where everybody's contributing to what is going to now be the lore, the story of this Silent Hill experience, and everyone's in it together. There is the one, right? It's not like, oh, in my experience, this
6
happened,
more
that happened. It's
minutes,
like, no, in
everybody.
our
I can't
experience,
wait.
we're
I'm so
deciding what is
excited. Are you
going
ready
on.
to watch Silent Hill Ascension and leave your mark on Silent Hill
Of course,
canon?
Morgan, I see you with your nice posted message over there saying hello to us, which is always exciting. But I'll tell you what, Tim, here's the cool part about all of this.
I'm counting down the seconds, watching the seconds tick away.
With my red
Life that I can never get back, waiting for that number to roll over.
Jacket. You're in. I want to see what Greg
Here
Miller
it comes.
creates. I want to see what
Those
our chat
seconds
in the
ticking
YouTube
away.
and the Twitch live stream,
These precious
who they
moments
create,
that
what they
are our
look like,
existence that
and
we
what
can
kind of
never
fun
get
we can
back.
have on possibly seeing someone we know in the story.
I mean, everyone in the chat right now is getting ready. We have Ithalani saying, I'm getting my snacks ready here.
It rolled over 5
saying,
minutes.
My body is ready.
Whoa.
And Ithalani
My
coming back
body
saying,
is ready.
to finish the ritual. Like, that's the thing. People are pushing for this.
5 minutes.
Finishing the ritual.
They want to finish it, and I don't know if me and the the Damnation team will win. We're at 17% again, so we're losing a little bit. Suffering is currently up to 34%, but I think The Redemption team at 49% is running away with this one, but we still got time to see where this goes. And like you said, we're all gathering around.
Nobody's going to spend thousands of dollars
computer chairs ready to go because it's a perfect
to
night.
change the
it's
vote
season. It's Halloween.
in the
Why
last
not
5
have some
minutes.
Fun Silent Hill stuff.
And see, that's what I love so much about this, Mike, is Grim Reaver 999 in the chat saying Tim and Mike matching amazing, entertaining energy. Thank you so much for that.
Grim
That's
Reaver
what
in
we're
the
gonna
chat.
need for this, all right?
Is that Acidic Reaver? Is that your Ascension
between us? We're going
account
to need to
name?
look at these options and really make the right calls to try
Did
to
they
see,
read your comment?
Can we survive? Can we prove the devs wrong?
Yes.
Can everybody live through this? We'll have to wait and find out. Again, just 5 minutes away from this coming out. Again, you can get it on the App Store. You can get it on Google Play. You can get it
Is
at
Eris playing this? Eris would have flushed this an hour ago.
I keep saying it because we're running out of time for you to be prepared for that series premiere in just 4 minutes.
These guys are
4
talking
minutes.
too
And while
much.
We're here, this is a great moment. If you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube or you're watching through the app, yo, let us know, where is your vote going?
Get these guys out of here.
But I want to put some names to these votes. I want to know where the chat is going. And most importantly,
4 minutes, 4 minutes until
shout out to
Silent
my people
Hill
out in Brazil.
Ascension.
I want to know where we're going.
Yeah,
as
shout
a
out to
unit
Brazil.
down there. What's the vibe?
Well, that's what I thought was interesting. In
Brazil
one of the interviews there, they were
mentioned.
talking about how big a horror scene is down in Brazil, and I do think that it's super awesome now that experiences like this can, for Silent Hill, something that has been tied to consoles for so long. It's cool that now, like, you have a phone, you'll be able to experience
You have a
Silent Hill in a
phone.
whole new way with Silent Hill Ascension.
Really exciting stuff, Tim.
Don't
And
you
I'm
guys
seeing
have
it right now. I've
phones?
seen a couple yell run. I've seen a couple people with Redemption. Not seen enough Damnation folks out there. And it's kind of hurting me. I thought we would really gather together. Maybe the underdog could vote for it. But that's the exciting stuff, is sometimes you're not going to be the one to cast the winning vote. Sometimes you're going to be on the wrong side. And guess what? Now the story's out of your hand. It's going down a new route, and you're just going to have to live with it.
Just along for the ride. Big Bad Beluga saying all caps, 3 more minutes. That is right. We are 3 minutes away from this premiere. Thank you all for hanging out with us. This has been so much fun for this little pre-show to the series premiere of Silent Hill Ascension. Right, Mike?
Really special stuff. Something I'll never forget, and really fun that we get to help usher in this brand new moment, and everyone collectively watching and listening all gets to be part of it. And I think that's the coolest part, is each and every one of us are going to play a part in this new story. We're going to be able to see it. Of course, the devs said we'll see the other branching paths later on.
Just cut to a countdown timer. At this point, I would have preferred just a timer.
We could at least see what else could have happened.
And I
Just
love
a countdown.
That. You're saying new people here. What I love about that is we have people that have been with us for a while, like Subliminal Reaper.
This
who
did
is
not need to
clearly
be
a
this
Twitch sub
long.
to us, saying finish. They're voting for finish here.
This
But
could have been
we
like
Tiny Fish,
cut down to like a
first-time chatter.
10-minute
Wow.
pre-show.
They're gonna finish the oath.
Finish
Right
the
before
oath,
it goes
Tim. Well,
live.
we have 2
Like-
minutes left right now. Tim, you're going to tell them how to register
This
and
did
sign
not
up, but
need
I'm
to
going to give
be-
them the final stats before we go into this.
Okay.
From what I'm seeing,
This did not need to be an hour and a
17%
half.
for Damnation.
This
plead
could
for
have been
mercy.
an email.
34%
Yes,
on the
it could
side
have.
of suffering run. And then, of course, leading the charge, 49% on the side of redemption. Finish the oath right now. That's what the chat is saying. That's what the people want.
It sounds like we might finish the oath, Mike.
I think,
with just
we're gonna.
With these 2 minutes left, remember, 2 minutes left until the premiere of Silent Hill Ascension. You can go to the App Store. You can go to Google Play. You can go to Ascension.com, and you can contribute just like everybody else hanging out, watching this, so we can have this shared Silent Hill experience. It's exciting stuff, Mike. This is history. I mean, you are a moment away from Silent Hill canon being changed forever.
It's not minutes, it's seconds now, Tim.
It is.
It is time for us to have some fun. And of course, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in and hanging out with us
Time to have
during
fun.
the pre-show. It's not over yet. It's only just beginning right here, right now. So if you're watching, I hope you have a great time.
It's time.
Happy Halloween.
It's
thank you
time.
to the GenVid team for teaming up with us. And of course, thank you to
Happy
Tim and everyone here
Halloween.
at the Spare Bedroom for making something special. We are so excited for more Silent Hill, and you're going to get it right now.
Shout out to all of you for watching. Shout out to Kevin for running this, Greg for killing the interviews.
Thanks,
the entire
Kevin.
Dev team. Let's have some fun. It's Silent Hill Ascension time, everybody. Get hyped, right, Mike?
Oh, get really hyped. Get spooked, get scared, and we'll see you in the mist, the fog. We'll see you.
It's so scary.
I
It's
can't
scary.
wait, Tim.
The final.
Just cut him off. Yes. It just cut him off. Okay, 5 seconds. Let's go. Nobody's getting a cameo. Oh my god, what is this clusterfuck? Run. Run is what I voted for. Can I hide this? Hello? Oh, okay.
Will it hurt? Yes. But this is how we become free, Joy. Truly free. From all the ugliness inside us. That's why you came to us. To me. Okay. I'm ready, Rachel.
The subtitles are not synced
Now
up.
say the words. I'll do it with you. I am blighted. My words are woe.
I mean, for the most part they are,
deeds
but
rot. But
they're
I
a little
am not
desynced.
lost. By hallowed blade, I draw out my affliction, and I am made pure. I know it hurts, but you're doing really well, Joy. Now I need your other arm, the wrist. What? You didn't respond to our other therapies. This is the only way. Rachel, I appreciate everything the Foundation, what you've done for me, but I can't. You have to stay and finish the oath. I know you're scared, but... Rachel, let go of me. You can't keep running from this. The blight has to be cut out or it spreads.
Rachel, let go!
This isn't just about you. You have to finish the oath.
Get the hell away from me!
That push, like the fall animation looks like it's in slow motion. These animations are awkward.
What did you do, Joy?
I didn't... What did you do? Please, make it stop. I'll do anything.
Great Purifier, grant us your protection and hold us in your loving embrace.
Please, make it stop, make it stop!
Joy, you need to listen to me. Finish the oath. Now!
Oh,
Fear.
it's happening.
Free of sorrow. Free of...
Tentacles.
No!
Great job, everyone. We're off to a great start. Meanwhile, in Norway, your choice mattered. She totally told Joy to finish the ritual. She definitely wouldn't have just gotten tentacle. You know, let's not even go there. It would have happened no matter what.
No luck today, little one. I think Wolf scared away all the rabbits.
Mama, he can hear you. So what if he can hear me? He's a useless little shit. Sitting around.
They're too loud!
You should go play in the yard. You don't need to hear all this.
Come on, Orson. Time to go.
You're
Orson.
not staying for dinner?
Wells.
She can say what she likes about me, but she needs to leave my son out of it.
Stay. She gets cranky this time of day. She just needs her medicine.
You're always defending her.
I'm all she has. She's sick and scared. That's all.
You'll have to start standing up to her sometime, Papa. You can't keep...
Big Papa.
Get up here, now!
Well, go on. She's waiting.
Ingrid? Ingrid? Then...
Carl! Something's wrong.
Nothing's wrong. You're just having another bad night.
I can't breathe.
Lie back. I'll bring you water.
Yeah, definitely not Mary.
Who's calling?
Oh my god, the
Mette?
listen to the ringtone. Why do you have a Silent Hill
not Mette.
ringtone?
It's Astrid.
Lies. I see everything. How she looks at you. You're both waiting for the sickness to take me.
Hi, Astrid.
I'm sorry I upset Mama. Can you put her on the phone?
She's quite tired.
Should I come by again?
I've got it handled.
Handled. You've never had anything handled. I did everything for this family. I worked.
Is this the new
I cooked
Exorcist
and
movie?
cleaned, and what did I get for it? Drit. Ungrateful children, a useless husband, and this damn. I'll be gone, and you'll do what you always done. Hide. You will lie to our daughters. Tell them it wasn't your fault. But they'll see through you. They'll see their father for what he is. A useless, filthy little coward. You'll tell them you loved me. Maybe they'll believe you, but then they'll find out. They'll learn it was all a lie. You loved her. Always her. But she'll never love you back. No. Who would ever love a yavel such as you?
I don't know these words.
And look at what I get. This is your fault, Carl.
Norwegians, help me.
It's your fault.
Wolves again. I'll need to take care of
Devil
it.
means
Yes.
bastard.
Go handle it. Go and
Drit
hide,
is
you
shit.
coward.
Thank you, Tazadul.
Go.
It's just a lying figure standing there. It's not like obscured or anything. It was just chilling there. Wells. Rachel, thank you for gifting a sub to Tazadul. You've given 420 gift subs in the channel. Blaze it. Blaze it. Oh my god. Why is he so swingy? The ash. The Silent Hill movie ash. Did you see it? And now we're here. You're in Silent Hill for no reason now. In Norway. Oh shit, is it minigame time? I'm ready. I've got my mouse. I got my mouse ready.
Ingrid?
Is it time to interact?
Ingrid? Oh my god. Oh my god. I tried. I'm sorry.
Not Ingrid. She seemed like such a nice lady. Okay. I love the fucking loading screens. Hope's Junction. Erie County. Subtle.
Rachel! Make it stop, Rachel, please!
Rachel. Whoa, easy. You're okay. You're safe.
Is she?
Oh,
where's Joy?
What? That's
The police took her.
Am I?
Okamoto Matoy is making a cameo.
Natural causes.
The series producer just made a non-speaking cameo role in the background.
It was.
That was the Silent Hill franchise
I don't know how to
overall
describe
producer.
It wasn't human. Ropes or...
So that's his character. That
more
was his
like
avatar.
vines they hung from it.
Radcliffe.
Which
Chapter
proves that the
7.
devs are
The
playing this and
purifier came
influencing
cloaked
it.
in roots and vines. This is a good thing, a blessing. Joy was
Which
blighted,
means the
and
choices are not
purifier
real.
chose you to
There's
protect
no
us
way. There's
before it
no
could
way.
spread.
Or she's cursed.
Krista.
Everything
How can we
is going to
trust what
be
she said?
predetermined
You
for the
know her
most part.
story. Everything she touches turns to shit. Maybe she didn't even see the purifier. Maybe it was the...
Do not say that name here.
Oh my God! How will Rachel explain Joy's death to the elders?
Rachel will testify before
Because
the
I
elders.
doubt it. Because I'm cursed.
The
Because I'm
elders?
blessed. I'm
They'll
going
hear your
suffering.
testimony
100% suffering.
And render a judgment.
Xavier, what is
Take
there
my
even to
points.
discuss? Joy is dead, and she's responsible.
Krista, enough.
Because I doubted.
Rachel, the elders can help you, but you have to tell them the truth. Lies breed blight. Joy was
What are
blighted.
these names? It just said Sybil.
I can't lose you too.
It just
But what
flashed
if
a bunch
I'm
of
not
names at the
blessed
bottom. What
or
was that?
cursed or
It said Sybil and
what if
like a
this
bunch of
was
other
just
stuff.
an accident?
You witnessed a miracle tonight. How could that be an accident?
Harry? Yeah.
Now go home. Spend time with your family. Meditate on the teachings.
It was like a bunch of Silent Hill character names just
sure the right
randomly on the
words will come to
screen. Remember Silent Hill? Names of people who voted. Oh, it's like an example of the people who would have made those choices. Like that's how it's going to work going forward. Is that would normally be like usernames if you were the top person who voted for the choice that won.
You missed the mess. There was a leak in
Got
one of
it.
the machines. Rach? Is something wrong?
It's Joy.
Rage?
Eric. She's gone.
What?
She's gone. And I couldn't do anything about it.
Ah, Rach. I'm so sorry.
Rage Cage? Where's Jables?
I was helping her. It was working.
Yeah, I know. How did it happen?
You know I can't tell you that. You only just joined the Foundation.
Well, has anyone told Toby yet? Rach, Joy was his sister. The only family he had left.
Damn, rub it in.
I don't need him making things worse for me. For us.
Rachel, what the hell happened tonight?
I'll write a note, and you'll take it to him.
What are you gonna say?
I don't know, a Foundation prayer? It might bring him some comfort.
Toby hates the Foundation.
But Joy didn't. We were helping her, and she believed we could help him too. It's what she'd want.
She fucking died.
What about money? His
Trying
job
to-
doesn't pay well, and
Why-
it'll be difficult
why
to
would
cover
that
the
be?
funeral costs.
Toby's proud. He might take it as an insult. Maybe I should just apologize.
For what, Rach?
I recruited Joy. I feel responsible for
This
her,
music.
okay?
Look, whatever you decide, I'm behind you 100%. If he freaks out, I'll try to calm him down, and if he's satisfied, I'll tell him it was all your idea.
I know, and I appreciate it. Just let me think on it, okay?
Yeah, okay. Hey. Te amo.
Te amo.
Cool. What's going on? It's bread.
Why are you sitting in the dark?
Bread mentioned.
Papa.
The Silent Hill
Are you
subreddit is
okay?
losing their
I
mind.
didn't get a good look at it. That thing that killed the goats ran to check on your mother.
Papa, where's Mama?
I tried. I tried my best.
Orson, I need to talk to Grandpa. Why don't you go say hi to Grandma?
No.
Papa? Did something happen? Oh God. Oh God.
Should we ride the tractor today, Lilivan?
Yeah, Grandma's dead.
Orson, Angel, don't come in here. Go back downstairs. Oh God, Mama. How did it...
Lilivan means little
Papa?
friend.
Did
Thank you again, Tazadul.
It's not my fault. I tried everything I could. I really did. I took good care of her.
Tried what? CPR? Did you even call the paramedics? I need to call an ambulance now.
I already called them. I'll wait with Orson.
Died with her shoes on, in bed.
The ambulance should
It's just
be
like Silent Hill Homecoming,
Okay.
where Alex and Josh always
Let's get the place
sleep with their
looking
shoes on.
Mama would kill me if we let them see it like this. What's this?
Oh, that's your mother's painkiller.
Papa, she didn't take any injections. What did you give her?
It's just... I was just trying to help. That's all.
Paramedics are coming, Papa, and police. If they see this, what do you think they'll say?
Just get rid of it.
Papa, this is evidence. I'd be incriminating myself.
Then put it back where you found it. Maybe they won't even see it.
Papa.
What will Astrid do with the evidence of Carl's guilt?
Did you have something to do with Mama's death?
We're going full suffering because choices don't matter. Put it back.
I would never hurt your mother.
Never.
It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Yeah, see, there goes all the names of people voting.
Astrid.
But I guess
think
it's
the ambulance is here.
just placeholder names for now.
I should go downstairs.
And they use Silent Hill characters' names as the placeholders. Which is a little bit tacky. Oh, look, here we go. Silent Hill 2 Remake. It was Silent Hill 2 Remake all along. Yeah, he's looking right at us in the mirror. He's looking at the viewer.
Would it kill you to answer your phone? Look, I know how you feel about all this, but the Foundation's really helped me. Rachel's helped me. Anyway, tonight's a big night for me. I'm a little nervous. And wanted to hear your voice, I guess. Please don't hate me. I'm happy.
Damn it. Come on, come on. Don't do this, Joy.
Do you not hear that? Wesker.
Last call, Toby.
What are you doing here?
Shit. Toby, I need to talk to you.
Yeah, you do. Your wife is pulling my sister deeper into her goddamn cult. And it needs to stop.
She's dead.
Rachel?
No. Your sister.
Oh, this is the punch. This is the really bad punch animation.
No. Joy's fine.
I just heard from her.
I'm so sorry. I am. You need to know Rachel and I both really cared about Joy.
You're serious? How did it happen?
I'm not sure.
What do you mean you're not sure?
Rachel said it was some kind of accident. Wanted me to give you this.
It's an accident. She tripped and fell on a tentacle monster.
What the hell is this supposed to be?
It's a prayer. For you. From the Foundation. Rachel thought it would bring you some...
tragic tentacle accident.
Comfort.
Comfort? Are you fucking kidding me, Hernandez?
She said Joy would have wanted you to have it.
Look, what the hell does Rachel know about what Joy
It's
wanted?
such a bad punch animation.
We're friends.
That's what I fucking think.
And
of
if you
a player
look,
from
like,
the
I've gone
West Coast.
frame by frame on that from the trailer, his hand clips into the jacket and you can see like the zipper in front of the punch, like this dude's arm, where the layers of the models are not on the correct like planes.
Xavier? Krista? Hello?
Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? That is a Resident Evil dog.
Rachel, is everything all right?
How will Rachel explain Joy's death to the elders?
More visions?
Suffering, I'm cursed.
The Purifier has more to show you. These visions are a gift.
They don't feel that way.
Even Radcliffe himself was frightened by the things he saw. But while others saw a monster, he saw salvation. Our order is not for the faint of heart. But I've never had to worry about that with you. I always knew there was something special about you, Rachel. And now the Purifier has shown me I was right. Something to share, Krista?
What if you're wrong? What if she did see a monster?
The Pestilent.
Xavier, you know why we came to this town. What we're here to do? Can
Name
we
drop.
really risk
He knows
everything
the
on
proper name of the monster.
a feeling?
Faith, Krista. And until now, my conviction was all I had to keep us, this whole damn town, safe. But now I have more than that. I have proof.
Blessed? Cursed? I honestly don't know what I believe right now. But Joy is dead and somehow I'm responsible.
Joy's lack of faith.
How did Joy
was the
die? I
true
missed it.
culprit.
Rachel cut her fucking
Don't let her
wrists
doubts
as part of a
become yours.
ritual. It summoned a monster.
Joy's brother. Did you
She
speak
got
with him?
scared, and then
I sent Eric to
the
break
tentacle
the news.
monster killed her. It stuck tentacles down
I
her
sent
throat.
him a foundation prayer.
And?
He tore it up and punched Eric.
And you were expecting a different response? Everyone knows how much Toby hates the Foundation. Toby needs to be dealt with, Xavier. He'll only cause problems for us.
Yes, I know.
There's more. Eric's been asking questions.
Can't you just put him in his place like you usually do?
Eric is only an initiate.
All these like
Initiates are
really
impressionable, but also
claustrophobic close-ups of
That makes them
everyone.
dangerous.
Can
He's
we get a
also my
different
husband.
shot? Like,
You've always taught us that marriage is a temple built on trust.
You are a blessed protector,
keep
Rachel.
Foundation confidence.
Called by the
is-
Purifier. Eric won't understand that. You'll have to figure out how to field his questions without putting us at risk. Can you do this?
I can try.
I'm certain you can.
To be continued tomorrow. There it is. Story complete. Until tomorrow. What will Rachel tell Joy to do? Oh, this is still the... Wait. So isn't there new choices? Oh, okay, here we go. Explain Joy's death to the elders. Put it back. They zoomed in on the faces so they don't have to bother animating too much of the rooms. Honestly, you're probably right. They probably try to keep it as tight and close of a shot as possible so there's not as many things in the environment, the rest of the models and stuff like that they have to show. They can just kind of focus on the faces. That's a pretty good point. Well, that was the first episode of Silent Hill Ascension. Oh, I need to spend 100 more points for my reward. I'll throw some away at this choice that won't win. Hey. We're back to the like horrible silence of... Whoa. Never mind. Why is this showing? Get that. Get out of here. Send a blast. I don't want to blast nothing. Get this chat out of here. What is even happening? I'm clicking back. It's not going back. No. No. I don't want to talk to the racists. I want to go home, Mom. I don't like these kids. Give me that. Give me my reward. Did I not? I thought I already hit level 2 earlier. Did it roll me back again? 0 rewards available. What was my reward? What did I get? It says I've got a thing. It just like bugged out. Was that a new scene? Wait, is this happening? Is this real? This is a game. There's gameplay happening. Okay, sorry. Oh, I did it. Click and drag. It's still going. Tap. This is the gameplay. Why did it act like it ended? Because that was the worst fucking transition possible, but... What's going on? Oh, how many people passed and failed? It's just constantly tallying. That way. Swipe to the left. Swipe down right. Yo, what's up, dog? Maybe you should watch and play this. Shit. I was too slow. What is this? This is so like... Perfect. Perfect. God gamer. Fuck. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at shit in the environment. Oh my god, DBD skill check. I can't the QTEs. I'm laughing at him throwing a rock at this thing. Oh god. Shit. Oh, this was not made for PCs. This was made for phones. This was made for phones. These sound effects. Get him! What's happening? What is this? We're just walking around throwing shit at random monsters. Community did not succeed. You did not succeed. Thank you. Thanks. Cool. You just gonna obscure the rest of the screen will be closed automatically in 10 seconds. Character summary. Carl failed to endure. Carl's hope has decreased, but we got 800 points. We got 800 influencer points for it. Okay. That was so awkward. Like the end of the episode into that little shitty QTE segment, it like didn't automatically just jump into the gameplay. Like I didn't even realize there was more going after the episode ended. What did I get? Why is it saying I have a thing? Did I hit a weekly goal? No. Why is it saying I have things? I hate this little red icon telling me I've got a gift when I clearly already claimed gift. Hey, Maxie. What even is any of this? It's a dumpster fire. It is the most predatory, microtransaction-y dumpster fire that they possibly could have made. Like, here. We can pull up our decisions and start looking at these leaderboards. So yeah, like here's the whole game plan. It's like GDQ or Scarathon and like stuff like that where people do bidding wars, except that's usually like money that goes to a good cause or something. This is money that goes into Konami's wallet. It goes into Konami's back pocket. And here's how it works. You have your username and you can spend money on points. Like you start with like 2,000 influencer points and you can earn about 1,000 influencer points by doing mini games. You're only able to play 2 of those mini games if you don't spend $20 on a season pass. How much is 80K points? It's like $20 for 20,000 points. So it's like $80. So someone spent $80, dumped a bunch of points into this so that if you spend money, like if you only want to spend $10 and throw your points into this, doesn't matter. They outwhaled you, so your choice doesn't happen. So the whole idea of this is just to try and get people to bid war every single decision. So it's like, oh, that person spent $80. Well, I don't want to see them finish the oath. I want to see them plead for mercy. So I'm going to spend $100. Blah, 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 blah. It has almost 20 million points. The 80K didn't really matter at all. That's the other thing, too. Like, if you look at the totals up here, 19.4 million total went towards this. But clearly this choice had like the biggest whales compared to these people. This person spent $40 fucking dollars to throw 40,000 points onto this one, didn't get it. That's $40 to click a button and not even see the outcome. Like, you spend $40 just so that you can click on this and do this. And then, oh, you still don't win. So you don't get to see it. Because the community outvoted you. The whales outvoted you. Rushmore, thank you for the 44 months. Well, okay then. There's a new Lockbox game now. I played Lockbox. Is there actually like Oh, there's new mindfulness games. All right, everybody, it's time to play some mini games. Let's play Shapeshifter. That's new. We're going to try and bring Astrid's hope up. Connect 3 or more identical tiles to make a match. Complete the match goals before you run out of moves. Oh, there's audio. Drag a line through each the diamonds to connect them. They couldn't even make sure the text was right. Watch out for growing obstacles. Destroy them with a nearby match, or they'll keep growing. What? What else can I do with a nearby match? Destroy... oh, like these blocks can be destroyed if you match things close to them. Gameplay, baby! We did it. The person talking about Silent Hill Candy Crush wasn't joking? No. That is not a joke. I played all these mini games like hours ago when the app first went live because the games were all up. Thanks to Yami, again, by the way, who donated $20 of his own hard-earned money so that I could pay for a season pass, because if you don't have a season pass, you don't even get to do these puzzles. You get to do like one puzzle. Or 2 puzzles. You get to do one from this arcane, and you get to do one from mindfulness. All the other puzzles that like are hidden behind season pass, which is $20. So you've got to spend $20 just to even play these games. This is what your $20 game is. Let's play Stones. Level 2. Yeah. $20 for this. $20 to have the privilege to play this. No background music. Stock sound effects. Random symbols and things that have nothing to do with Silent Hill. This is it. This is it. This is the first new Silent Hill game. Technically, it has gameplay elements. This is the first new Silent Hill game in 10 years. We're back. Silent Hill is back, baby. Shit, 58 seconds. You guys, keep an eye on that timer. Shit. Wait, I thought... There we go. Got them all. Got them all. Because if you run out of time, it brings up a pop-up that says that you ran out of time, but you can buy more seconds to keep playing if you spend points. If you spend money, you can extend the timer. That's on top of the $20 that you had to pay for the season pass to even play that game. But if the timer hits 0, it also wants you to pay to keep playing. Let's play Hashi. Oh, this one's the worst. This one fucking... Whoa. They're all bad. They all suck. Here's the game. Connect the dots. We waited 10 years for this. Yippee! Whoops! Yippee! Ah, shit, I fucked up. Well, I don't care enough to redo it, but that's how that game works. Codebreaker. Ready for Codebreaker? We got to figure out the code. It's Wordle. It's Wordle with symbols instead of letters. We got this one right. We got this one right. This symbol is in there in a different location. These two symbols are not in there at all. Let's try moving that to there. And some different symbols other than that. Okay. That one's it. That one's it. These are the correct symbols. We just got to figure out the order. Let's put that there. It's not that. Oh, so it actually, that one has to be there. Got it. Scary Wordle. That's literally it. These are the games. This is the gameplay. This is Silent Hill, everybody. This is Silent Hill in 2023. After 10 years of waiting for a new Silent Hill anything to come out. I would rather just play the slot machine. I would rather play either of the slot machines or the Pachi slot. Lockbox. Ready for lockbox? Make the blades retract. Oh, you have to extend it and push that nail in. Got it. Isn't it great? Isn't this what Silent Hill fans have been just clamoring for? And then Toby's game, I think, is just the slider puzzle. Yeah, it's a fucking slider puzzle. See? Yeah. I'm not even gonna... That's it. Those are the games. Those are the mini games. $20 to access most of those, by the way. You don't even have access to all of them if you don't buy the $20 season pass. You have access to 2 of them. Something new in the store? New goals? Oh, there it is. I've claimed my dailies. Hadokens. Thank you so much for the 6 months. It's a game for your wallet. Yep. Oh, wait, I need to watch a daily catch-up video? We already watched these. We already watched all of these. Do they actually want you to, like, watch it again? Is that enough? Did I do it? Okay. Well, fuck that one, I guess. Can I customize my guy without it bugging out? Gaga Somnia, thank you so much for the 9 months. You deserve it for actually playing through these. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, we got the dark gray long sleeve. Throw our trench coat over that. Yeah, looking nice. Do you get to make a person without paying? Yes. You got to pay to get the fancy coats, but you know, you can still make a character. There we go. Ready to shoot up a school. I mean, have fun at the mall. This is awful. I hate everything. And I'm embarrassed to call myself a Silent Hill fan. So, good job, Ascension. You did it. You made a thing. Well done, Genvid. This is what nobody asked for and nobody wanted. Anybody else want to see anything, any aspect of this? Because that's pretty much it. I've shown the games. We watched the episode. We watched all the other stuff. Played around with cosmetics. I was able to customize the character at least. Oh, hold on. How do I... Where's my... Oh, colorful glass. Claim my level 2 season pass reward. Of course. Where's the cameo thing? I forget how to get to the cameo thing. Oh, and of course, Fast Pass.
Who the hell was that?
You can just spend points to skip to a level and get something that you want. So you can, of course, just spend money to get shit. So if you want the legendary It's Bread sticker, it'll only cost you 6,000 points. Come on.
What was that?
You would spend $6 on a picture of bread, wouldn't you? Look at Toby facepalm. Yeah. It kind of does look like my my Henry Townsend facepalm emote. It just flipped. I mean, it's a facepalm emote. They're pretty generic, but still. Let it all out. What the fuck? People are going to masturbate to that, aren't they? I hate it. Eric Facepalm. Oh, here's the best one. Here's the best one. Here's undeniably. Hang on. Let me get a clear screenshot of this one because I'm making an emote. I'm stealing this one for my own subscriber emotes. We're going to take this screenshot and just clean that up later. Is it uploaded to FFZ yet? Not yet, but I'll have it ready for tomorrow's episode. Because remember, this is every day. Silent Hill Ascension is going to have new content for us every single day for the next 6 months. So for everybody who's here and having a good laugh, remember this. Remember this moment. This is like when I started Book of Memories. And at the beginning, you're like, oh my God, it's so bad. Make fun of this, make fun of that. Look how bad this is. Look how stupid that is. Look how this costs money. Look how dumb that is. It's really funny the first day. It's a little bit less funny the second day. 6 months from now, after doing this daily, this might affect my mental health more than Book of Memories did. This is what this franchise is now. It's trauma. Ooh, look at the purple coat. Nub, are you actually going to participate in this? I'm going to stick by my values as a Silent Hill content creator who strives to provide the most possible information, the most thorough playthroughs, everything that I can do for the whole series. I played 500 zones of Book of Memories. No one asked for it. No one wanted to know. But I did it just in case someone wants to see that, because it's not out there. There was not any recorded proof of anyone playing all 500 zones of Book of Memories. So I took it upon myself to do that, because that is the type of fan I am. That is the type of content creator I am. Like, even the stuff that I absolutely despise in this franchise, I want to be very thorough, covering everything. And that's going to include this. So this is going on for the next 6 months daily. Even if I don't do like more of a stream around it, I'll at the very least be on every day to watch the new content, play whatever new game shows up, even if it's like a 30-minute, 20-minute stream or whatever. I'll be on every day for the next 6 months. We're going to cover everything that we possibly can with Ascension. I'm not going to put more money into it. Yami sacrificed $20 so that we could see exactly how pointless, the season pass is, so that we could see what all the shitty Flash mobile games were. We saw that. So that's going to be the last cent that goes into this game from me or from anyone. Nobody else sacrifice anything like that. I'm not spending any more money on this. So I'm still going to show as much as I can from the perspective of someone who has a season pass for however long the season pass actually lasts. Some people were saying like 16 weeks or something. I don't remember, but however long the pass gets me anything extra, that's fine. And then once it's gone, I'm not renewing it. But yeah, the nurse hat. You can get a nurse hat emoji. Emojis. Hey, look, it's Robbie. Remember Robbie? Well, he's back in Pog form. Astrid Facepalm. The Goat Pen loading screen. You can buy custom loading screens? Yeah, your Walter White hat. Twitch shirt. 50,000? Yeah. Dude, just skip straight to it. It'll only cost you $60. Typical Lydia. Thank you so much for that brand new Prime sub. Very much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. The White Quiff. Any White Quiff enjoyers out there? Victory Fire. We haven't even been introduced to this monster yet. Why are the brown skin character options so expensive? Why do you have to like invest money for a skin tone? You have to level up to have a black character. I mean, they give you some options, but they're limited. You've got to level up or spend money to get more options. Oh, Jesus. People are going to masturbate to that. People are going to masturbate to that. Runes. Oh, it's just an emoji. Dining room loading screen. Burning within. The white wavy hair. There we go. Rachel Facepalm. I'm sure Rachel has been facepalming a lot harder than that this whole time. Upgraded to head desk. It's a nice turtleneck. Memory of Fear. Lockdown, Rusty Chains. Silent Hill 1 radio. Yeah, give me them chinos. That one hairstyle was just Quicksilver. Oh yeah, this one. Ooh, a cosmetic set. Eventually you start getting whole fucking sets. Dude, 80 levels? How far does this go? Creepy doll. Is that supposed to be Walter Sullivan's shabby doll? I think that's what that's supposed to be. But why not just call it the shabby doll then? That item has a proper name. And it's not creepy doll. Level 101 is the current limit. Look, it's a monster we haven't even been introduced yet. Flaming Cage Head. Because, you know, remember Pyramid Head? Well, what if his head was a cage and also on fire? Huh? Doesn't that make it more intense? Okay. I think that's all we have to look at. And they took away the guitar game, so we can't even play something that has audio. I was like, oh, I could put the guitar game on for like an outro and let the Silent Hill Akira Yamaoka music play. But we lost that minigame. The minigame's gone now. Instead, we have this. Why is it gone? Because every day, like after the new episode, they rotate out games. So they rotate out the mini games. So we'll have to wait until it comes back into rotation. This is horrible. Closing thoughts, I guess. This is horrible. The animations look cheap and badly done. The dialogue is not great. The voice performances are fine. The voice actors are doing what they can with their script. But this entire concept, this entire thing is such a scam. It's so blatantly predatory monetization, bottom of the barrel, like worse than most cheap, shitty mobile games, you know? This is horrible, dude. This is much worse than I thought it would be. Like, I was expecting it to be pretty bad. Like, I looked up all this information, you know, you guys know me, I do my research. I looked into all of these devs. I looked at all the stuff that they've made before. I looked at GenVid and I looked at their Telltale Last Mile, which was their previous massive interactive live event, which is what these are called, MILE, Miles, massive interactive live event. So their previous Mile was The Walking Dead Last Mile. And yeah, I got a good enough idea of what Ascension was going to be like from that. And this is pretty much that. It's like that same format and everything. Yeah, the sheer fact that the in-game chat they censored, they blocked the word scam. You were not allowed to say the word scam in chat, but people were posting racial slurs no problem. Like, what does that fucking tell you? This is absolute shit. Absolute garbage. What the fuck? Yeah, literally this entire time over the course of this VOD, I've opened up the in-game chat like 3 times, and all 3 times it's just horrible. It's people being horrible. So obviously that's just I don't know. So, okay, this one shows that it ended. Ends in 3 days. How will Rachel explain Joy's death to the elders? So that'll be what? 3 days and 23 hours? So Saturday? So I guess Saturdays are probably going to be the big choices. Their platinum level choices. This decision can have a large impact on the story and decide a character's fate. But they let this run for like 4 days. They're trying to milk every last dollar out of people trying to sway the vote they want. And just basically leave it up all week. Yeah, for the next 4 days. So decisions are kind of guessing. It's not guessing at all. Like you can just look at it and see what is clearly in the lead. Tell him the truth is in the lead. Look at the leaderboards. You can see how much people are dumping into shit. So this is interesting. Tell him the truth. Redemption option is in the lead. But the biggest whale only put in 4.6K. Like they only put in like 4,000 points. They've got a bigger whale over here who put 9K trying to get Damnation caught up. That's the entire thing. Like that's the whole scam. Because here's the thing. The devs can easily manipulate this. Like, all of the choices can be predetermined. And they simply give the illusion of you dumping your votes into each of these choices. But the devs can go in there and like, oh, this one's winning in a landslide. Let's put this other one kind of close. So that people will be more inclined to spend money on it to try to get it to overtake the other one that's obviously in the lead. They can manipulate that. They can change these numbers all they want. On top of that, this is an animated series. Like these types of 3D video game animations, like they take so long to make, they all have to be done ahead of time. So there's no way like these are legitimate choices. Like this has to be predetermined, if not completely, mostly predetermined. This is all a fucking scam. A horrible, blatant money, cash grab. What's 700,000 points cost? The biggest bundle you can buy is 26,400 points at a time, and that costs you $20. I'll let you do the math. What's the little P next to the 200p button do? Oh, like for the choices? So this is just to click if you just want to do like 200 towards a choice. If you click this, you can scale. So if I wanted to spend like all 3.6 of my points, 3.6K on this one choice, you can do that. But again, like don't spend money. Don't buy into this very obviously predetermined scam to try and get people to buy point packs and shit. All right. You guys. I'm done. I'm done. Did the guy who bought Twitter buy Silent Hill? He's all about monetizing. Elon probably would have done something more interesting if he bought it. I fucking hate Elon Musk. And he probably would have done something more interesting with Silent Hill than this if he bought it. You want to know something I didn't think I would say ever? The highlight of my day today was that like 2.5 hours in between looking at the app when I first started the stream and then waiting for the pre-show to start when I was playing fucking HD Collection. The highlight of the stream was HD Collection. That's how bad this is. I don't know how much more I can put this into context, but this is awful. This is the worst thing in Silent Hill as a whole. Book of Memories is dethroned. Book of Memories is absolutely dethroned. Because this is it. This is the experience every day for 6 months, dude. This is worse. And like, I've played the Silent Hill slot machines. I've played the Pachi slot. You know, I've got extensive experience with it. The gambling machines are way better than this. Way more interesting, way more fun, way more interactive. All right, guys. How much did those commentators get paid to be excited? I don't know, man. I don't know how much it would take. Like, if Konami approached me to be one of those guys sitting at that desk trying to be excited while they count down every excruciating second before the first episode aired, 5 figures at least, if they wanted me to do it and act genuinely excited. So I hope they got paid well. I hope the devs all do well and enjoy their careers. There's been a lot of layoffs in the gaming industry lately, and I wish nothing bad upon any of them. That's something that I want to make very clear right now. We're going to be giving this a hard time for the next 6 months while it exists and we subject ourselves to it. But it's very important to remember, like, the people behind it are still people. You know, we can criticize the work, we can criticize the project, but, you know, be kind. Don't bother the devs. Don't bother the people behind it, you know. They're doing their jobs. They're paying their bills. But this project, this product, as the first new Silent Hill entry in 10 years, is, I don't know. How many times have I said awful, horrible, abysmal, trash, fire? Like, it's bad. It's very bad. So let's see how much worse it gets over the next 6 months. We've got new content every day, so I'll be back tomorrow and we'll explore the new whatever the fuck they have for us tomorrow night. So thanks everybody so much. I appreciate all the love and support. I appreciate you all being here and joining me for this. Seriously, thank you all so much. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you all tomorrow for some more Ascension. Till then, take it easy. Be good to each other. Much love. And peace.